制。打野俊佳 Karsa。
Hi, I'll be here soon. One sec.
中路 Home Q Maple。 下路 Dogo Betty。 辅助 Kaiwin Udi。 教练乌拉拉科技。 赛前选手好来好去，请多多指教。但战场上只有尖叫跟惨叫，惨叫是给败者的。哎呀，好可惜哦！胜者呢是拿到了尖叫，哎呀，太帅了！各位，今天这场至尊对决，你绝对不能错过啦！
What's up? I'm here. I'm here. I just had to get ready. And my cat is meowing, of course. Purami! Look. I'm gonna give her some more food. Alright, what is happening here? CFO PSG should be a hype match. I'm hyped to see how much better PSG is ever since their last encounter. But honestly, chat, I have a feeling today we're gonna have a trio. I have a feeling today it's gonna be a trio kind of day. Unless like there is things that, unless there are things that CFO wouldn't try out. Unless there are things that like PSG somehow overperforms. Yep. 1 second. So draft Kiana ban is kind of fun. I have no idea why they would ban the Kiana and not the Nico though. I mean, sure, I don't know. Like Junja is like obviously the by far the best jungler in the LCP, but like, you know, I'm like, Kiana, really? Instead of the Nico? You sure? It's very hard to ban against CFO, I guess. I guess. Wait, chat, I need to... Orvan Bard into the Nico, right? I mean, to be fair, the Bard is like a pretty good pick into the Nico, but like Orvan Bard is like kind of crazy. This draft is already going to places now. Here's another Orianna pick. That's interesting to see. Like even yesterday we have seen Orianna being picked and like not the Wukong or the Nocturne with her. So I'm not sure what is the plan here now. What they're trying to do. Good on me. I just gave you food. What's up? Oh, I have like 5 million things I want to do now. What on you? Alright. Welcome everyone, I think it's working now. So interesting how they're playing, like Kaisa ban? I guess Nocturne ban should be coming, but like the Wukong is also like, okay, the Wukong ban. To be fair, personally, I think the Wukong is kind of better with the Orianna dispatch than the Nocturne. But it seems like they would be leaving up the Nocturne potentially for CFO to pick it up. They're rather afraid of Junji's Wukong. I mean, PSG's draft is like not the worst so far. I think the Bard into the Nico was a good pick. After that, I mean, we just don't know yet what we're already planning right now. A lot of circles though, which could be good, but also I'm a little bit afraid because Woody, you have to lock in. Bard is either having the best engages or having extremely anti-synergy with both Aurora and the Dragon. Okay, the Cork I don't like. The Cork I really don't like here. If you really want, you can go even Zeri. If your doggo wanna get a Penta here, he can just go Zeri. But I would assume it's gonna be like, I mean, Caitlyn would be pretty insane here actually. You already have the Nico. Kaisa is out. If you wanna just like hard win lane, Poppy jungle, alright. Who do you have now? Again, I think Caitlyn would be destroying the Corkin lane. If they want to have like a super strong laning comp. But I guess like CV, although Sivir is banned. I guess Jean could be an option too because There's like quite a range on him, while the others are like stunning everyone. But Ezreal, I'm gonna go for some poke. Not the most interesting comp, but it is what it is. I don't hate PSG's comp either. I don't like the Corki. But the Bard is pretty interesting. I think Bard should be pretty good against the Nico engages. And PSG also gonna be going for the Rumble. One of the stronger top laners, so it's definitely a good choice on that part. Okay, we have to draft now. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? I might be practicing for tomorrow. I have no idea how I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow. Maybe I won't. I have zero idea how I could be streaming tomorrow. Maybe I'm practicing for that one with Betty. Wait a second. This champion looked weird. Maybe I'm practicing for... Oh, what's happening with the UI here? I'm doing like fine-ish, I guess. I don't know, allergy is still pretty bad. My allergy is still bad. There was like no big storm here. I wish there was like a massive storm.
Minions have spawned.
PSG the better draft? I guess. I mean, I don't like the Corki. I don't like the Corki and the Bard. I mean, I have to see how good this Bard is. Bard is a champion, especially with this comp, with like a Aurora and Jarvan. Bard can either win you the fights or just solo lose them. So it's a risky pick. We like champions to just engage like Jarvan. So I have to send those. I don't really like the Corki. So we'll see. But as for CFO, I mean, the Sire is gonna be just like super omega tanky. So there is that part. I really like the... Oh, it's stolen away. I really like the Poppy jungle. I mean, Poppy just got stolen away if can, but I feel like Poppy jungle is pretty good as well. Like if the Aurora would engage, you can just like hit them away. And there's obviously okay, why did what the hell Dogo just... What are this happening? CFO just trolling. Was that like just... I mean, you sometimes ADCs are like barriering in lane. Basically just to ensure that they don't take damage when you like... When they like think about there might be a gank incoming or something. I mean, sometimes they do that, but like... I don't know. Like when they're gonna be hyper aggressive. But yeah, as for CFO, the Sion super strong. I really like the Nico. Nico is probably the strongest engaged support in the game right now. So with all that being said, and of course this is driver Sion, like that's a little extra. This is no usual Sion, this is driver Sion. So I think because of that, the draft is if I'm looking at the names, I might be even liking CFOs a little bit more. I really wish it was a Caitlyn instead of the Ezreal. If this is a Caitlyn here, I would absolutely love the CFO draft more. Okay, driver gets solo bolo. That's the usual Cyan experience. But that's the absolute usual Cyan experience. But yeah, I mean, I don't like the Ezreal. I wish they went just a little bit early with like the Caitlyn and... Okay, driver. Oh, that's patented Cyan experience. Patented Cyan experience right there. Oh, driver going back in a little. Yeah, I kind of wish they went with like the Caitlyn instead of the Ezreal. I feel like just like they would have stomped the lane so hard. Corki would have never been able to scale. But nonetheless, I think that CFO, I mean, CFO should be winning 3-0. I think everything else would be a surprise. Like, this team is, even when they are trolling, they should be better than PSG. Even if they are not doing the best necessarily in the early game. The Cyrus are be scaling really well. And I guess the Corki Villa is there, but I don't know, unless the Corki is like super fed, I don't think he's a really good anti-tank champion. Honku getting chunked down here. Flashing out, there's the stun. And they just, there you go. It was even Kars is laughing. Even Kars is laughing on the cameras. Absolute perfect bait by CFO. That's why you pick the Poppy. Just jumping in, going for the stun. That's a classic play. Driver getting chunked down once again. But this is a pretty normal experience for the Cyan, so don't worry about that. Honku got slowed down here. Oh, and Karsa even flashed. No flash, no flash. I think that's what it said, but like, I have no idea who, because he didn't have flash. Barry getting caught out here. Both Woody, oh sorry, Woody didn't, yeah, both had to use the flash. Okay, Junjia kind of popping off on the map. Starting to appear everywhere now. This didn't result in a kill, but the tempo from CFO is kind of crazy. Meanwhile, Corso is able to steal away a few camps from Junjia. But nonetheless, so Honku is going in for Maple. Rather just to clear the wave and probably recall after. Still sticking around for a bit. And the cooldown on the shockwave is so low that you can just use it whenever you want. Herald gonna be spawning soon. Teams have not cared about the dragon much. But the Herald might be the next objective. So far, Junjia has been kind of a menace. And that's what I expect from the next fight too. That guy has been kind of crazy, but it's gonna be Karsa with the start. However, remember that this is how it started last time around too. And Junjia was able to turn it around. This gonna be getting the second grab. Karsa still around. Teams might be fighting for the serve when Junji are getting caught out. We're gonna chunk that half head, but there's a stun before. Oh, no, Junji. Oh, no. Don't follow. Okay, do not follow the bar tunnel. Oldest rule. To be fair, I don't think he wanted to follow the tunnel. He just wanted to auto attack. But yeah, whenever there is an enemy bard putting down a tunnel, never follow that. It always leads into chaos. Yeah, I'm fairly certain he just wanted to auto attack, but yeah, unfortunately he went to click on the tunnel. Yeah, this at this point he already knew it was a mistake. But despite all of that, there is the god is more equal than you would imagine. The Rumble has all the kills from PSG. And however, I mean yeah, that's about it. But Ezreal is winning the lane quite hard. And Honkyu fired himself in a bit of an incident again. As he's gonna be taken down, and there's gonna be the kill feed going into PSG. CFO kind of trolling in the early game, but again, I wouldn't be too scared for them. Like the laning is fine. The Rumble might be an issue, but the laning good on me. But the laning is fine, and I think that what's happening here? And I think that Poppy is gonna be an absolute menace. Junji has already been setting the tempo pretty well. And together with Kiving, I think they're gonna have some quite insane engages. The only one who can really stop them with an obstacle is gonna be the Rumble. So that's what's happening at the moment. Driver only one death. Come on, there's no real time play. He is going in with the ultimate. I'm not sure how that wasn't a stun though. I have no idea, but there it is with the Q. Junji arrives and Junji picks up the kill. That's a very easy kill on the top side. Not much to talk about. But it's also gonna be granting PSG potentially a dragon. But there's gonna be a bit of a scouting from Kiving. The dragon is likely gonna be taken by PSG. Or is it Junji is also arriving now? Okay, they gotta be taking the dragon. But there's a fight here. Two-man shockwave by Hongyu. Was already caught out here, but Junji gonna be eating away the Jarvan. However, it's not gonna be helping them too much. Smoke is already dead. And there's gonna be Maple with a stun. Maple! There's a massive engage on Maple. Followed up by Carson. PSG just destroying CFO. Wait a second, Maple? Where was this Maple throughout the whole year? Okay, he was in retirement until Split 3, but where was this Maple in Split 3? This guy is popping off right now. I'm not sure why they were so keen to engage here. Like, Honkyu flank is a bit weird. I have no idea why Honkyu was the one with the flank and not Kiving. I have no idea why they would do that, but bam, 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 bam. Oh, it was actually Kiving with the stun, sorry. Well, still not Kiving of booty, but you know. You know what I mean? It was Woody with the stun and then followed up by Maple. I guess, unsurprisingly, Woody using the good bard players. The bard comps are always like, is the good bard player or not? If it is, then obviously, these things could happen. The game is not over yet, though. I want to remind everyone. The game is not over. There's a 2k of a lead for PSG. And they're looking very strong, but no matter how much driver is falling behind, he's definitely going to be scaling well. And while Honkyu is not doing really the damage build, but the shockwave can still definitely save. Okay, driver is going to be going down, maybe. But yeah, Honkyu's shockwaves could also save the game. And like their skiving always gonna have good ultimates possibilities for that. Wait, what is driver doing? Okay. Oh. I guess they got down Aju's flash. CFO are not logged in. CFO are not logged in right now. Kind of trolling here a little bit. My stereo prediction might not be correct. But again, like they can still win. CFO is absolutely not out of this game. Like 2k of a lead that PSG has is nothing. There's skiving there. Skiving could likely gotta go for some flank here. Oh, the card is super low here. So don't get the Herald, but couldn't even get the eye now. Now CFO just gonna be defending it. Anyone steps up, there's gonna be Junji immediately gonna be going for the stun. Karsta though. Karsta gonna pick up the eye. Junji is like getting lower and lower. It's the ultimate from Karsta. And Junji is just dead. What is CFO doing, honestly? Like they could have just engaged in there if they wanted to, or if they didn't want to engage, then just like don't. But like they were like so split up between like do they want to go on the top side? Do they want to go on the bot? They were so split what they want to do. Are they gonna get a second charge here? Are they gonna go for Honkyu? I have no idea. Honkyu? Wait, Honkyu's going for the 1v2 here. Wait, no, wait, what? Honkyu! Okay, he's dead. I mean, he got a kill. He got a kill? I'm not. I don't even know if Aji had a shutdown gold or not. CFO is like trolling super hard right now. What the hell? Like, this team is not taking this seriously. They're not logged in. They're like going for such a like. I don't even know why they're going for these fights. They're just running around the map when they see someone they engage without any thought of like, can they win this fight or not? The board doesn't have ult, so I mean this should be a easier fight. However, Woody gonna be very low down. Ozzy though, with the ultimate could be going in. Oh my god, Kaiving is already dead before he could ult. And the ultimate is pretty nice from Junji, but a bit too late. The CFO just lacks damage. However, okay, Honkyu here, maybe he can change the fight. Maple is gonna be the first on the fall. Can Honkyu go for more? The driver is gonna be pretty low. Honkyu is gonna be the next target, as he is in the Cataclysm. Almost dying, but not quite there yet. How on earth is there just one? What the? What is... We're 70 minutes into the game. What is happening? CFO literally playing as you just like they queued into solo queue and like wanna have just like some fun after a few cold ones with the bros. What's happening, man? I don't even know which fight to highlight here. Like, this was like way, way, way earlier. I have no idea what happened here. I don't know why Kaiving was like not really having it this game, and Junji was like pretty slow with this. Chat, I mean, when I start to believe that PSG can win this, I mean, 3,000 of a gold lead is still not the worst. It just... My issue is that no one is really dealing the damage from CFO. That is the main issue. Like, I don't like the Corki, but this Corki is way more fed than the Ezreal. I don't know that's how that's possible. Okay, Karsus is gonna get caught out here. Honkyu can do the damage if he wants to. Okay, they use every single ultimate for Karsta. But Otacon spawns. Wait a second. Otacon spawns. PSG lacks a jungler. I mean, I don't know. Also gonna get a turret now. Yeah, this is not Otacon time. This is not Otacon time, but... I mean, they got a kill. You know, slowly but surely. Honkyu is getting there. After Rod of Ages is gonna go to Horizon Focus too. Really trying to get some cheap items to get the damage number up. Even having the arm guard now for some safety. Yeah? Oh no. CF, if you haven't done Otacon, don't do it now. Okay, Maple is not gonna get caught there. You see, like, big braining this? You see big braining in? There's a stun onto Karsta. Alright. Otacon. Are we gonna do an Otacon here? They're really going around there. Don't get caught out before Otacon. I mean, even Dragon is here. Whoever wins the next team fight is getting everything. I mean, to be fair, no team is really stacking the Dragon, so there is that part, but... There's Otacon. Okay, Honkyu catching Betty. Honkyu gonna get so much damage. Those rockets are hurting, but... Oh, Maple is gonna be able to avoid getting hit by the Nico ult. Meanwhile, there's gonna be a ton of damage from the Rumble Equalizer. And that's gonna be enough for PSG at least to start the Dragon. They're gonna try getting something. Now it seems like this time it's gonna be Driver with the flank, who's a much better flanking champion than the Orianna was. And Karsta gonna be able to get it, but there comes Driver with the stun. The Karsta's gonna be super low. But Karsta's not dead just yet. It's gonna be Driver who's dying actually. What is happening? What is CFO doing? What is this team? How did they lose this fight? What? Oh no CFO no. They have, I mean, to be fair, they're kind of behind. They have to rush it. What the hell? How? How? Oh! They're gonna be losing this fight now. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's GG. It's oh my god, GG. Whoa, oh my god, it's super GG. It's the super GG. No. What? How? Oh my god, the cars. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is that? What is my team doing? Oh, Dogo. Oh my. Okay, I'm shutting off this stream. I cannot do this anymore. My brain is hurting. I think I lost like 10 IQ points during this play. What on earth is happening? Can I get a replay? How on earth did this happen? What? How? What was the HP bar? What was an HP number? Check the HP. Okay, no, not here, but for the other con. Check the HP number. Okay, the CFO is playing horrible. Okay, what is the HP number? HP? 1 HP! Holy shit! Wait, didn't LCK had like a 1 HP Baron steal just now? I think they had it just now. And now we are having a 1 HP Otacon steal. That is crazy. It's insane. Holy shit. Okay, this fight was like absolute tragedy, but CFO just like completely lost. I never thought I'd say these words, but like CFO just CFO just like completely lost here. Nice. Yeah, this team just cooked. Oh my god, I need to put this on Twitter. Oh Jesus. I'm speechless. Actual 1 HP steal. I might edit the video after. We'll see if I can find it. Or I don't know how to do that, but if I can get the video from Twitch, I guess. Whatever. I'm not gonna care too much. Okay, PSG probably won this game now.
Watch this.
My only question is like, what on earth is CFO doing? I mean, this is just over, man. I'm gonna post this on Twitter. Second dragon fight, maybe. I mean, this is PSG's game at this point. At Otacon, I was like, maybe they can turn it around, but 5,000 the gold lead now for PSG. Nice board ultimate, very bad Junji ultimate on the puppy, so... Okay, they gotta go in the car stuff. Woody, oh, so not even Woody, Kiving. Kiving is absolutely running it. Massive ultimate coming in from Karsa. What is CFO doing, honestly? Like, I do not like the Ezreal, to be fair. I thought the Caitlyn would have been much better here, but... That doesn't... What are they doing? Like, they're actually trolling game 1. Like, some of the players, they're just, like, flashing and missing. Just flashing for things that they should never. It genuinely feels like they're kind of having a Fonzie content day. Kind of feels like a content day, but... Yeah. Like, I don't even know what to say. This is just like... CFO just playing bad. Like, they're all over the place, you know? This is a long replay, but like, what else can they show? Like, PSG just gotta be absolutely stomping this. And chat, I mean, I don't want to be that person, but I mean, I did say that I didn't like the Ezreal. I'm gonna be honest, I really thought that, so first of all, Kyving had a horrible game. Like, we cannot discredit that. Like, Kyving had an absolute horrendous of a game. Like, every single Nico engage missed. That's the first thing. Like, Kyving never had a good engage in this game. And second of all, Dogo had like a horrendous game as well. I don't like the Ezreal. I said in the draft I would have liked the Caitlyn more. I thought this is still gonna be fine because Driver would be scaling and Junjia is gonna be pretty good in the Poppy. And to be fair, Junjia was good in the Poppy. It just, Honkyu didn't really perform today. Dogo was like, eh. And Kyving was like straight up running it. Honkyu had like one play when he was like 1v1ing, but like... I don't know, a lot of the shock, like he went for like a very weird flank at once, like if you remember at the Dragon? He went for a flank, and I was like, why are you flanking this only Orianna? Like, I was like, what? Like, he went on a weird flank, which should have been Kyving. And then he was also, at other times, like, trying to go for the shockwave, which was, like, very obviously missing. It feels like CFO is not tracking the flashes from PSG, because, like, so many times they use big ultimates to just be flashed away. I don't think they really use the cooldowns on the enemy. But yeah, I mean, I do not understand the draft. Like, the Orianna was so weird. And to be fair, Junjia's Poppy is good. Like, not like his Poppy is really good, but I'm like, why pick the Orianna? Like, you also picked the Orianna like Beast 3. Like, CFO picked Orianna Beast 3. So it was like very obvious that the Wukong is gonna get banned right after. I don't get it. Like, I just had no idea what CFO was trying to do here. They're just trolling this game really hard. Travi is probably gonna bring out the belt after this. I have no idea what... Like, I don't understand the Orianna pick. Honkyu was not the worst player in this game. Like, that's 100% Kyving. But, like... I don't understand why the Orianna. The Galio would have been even worse. They have no damage. The Galio is like fine, I guess, but then they would need like an actual Caitlyn or like a Zarya or someone like that in ADC. I would have, I mean, I said this in draft, I would have had Caitlyn instead of Ezreal. Caitlyn would have been pretty good here. Which, I mean, that wouldn't have helped Kiving, not running it down, but the Caitlyn Nico is just too insane. I don't get the Ezreal. Tristana is like, I mean, she's not the best these days, but like, I guess. I specifically wanted Caitlyn because, like, Caitlyn Nico is like the strongest laning pairing you can get. Like, you could have just absolutely demolished the Corki. Corki wouldn't have been a champion. I mean, Driver was not necessarily playing the best either on his Sion. His famous Sion, and he got solo killed early on, which is, to be fair, that's like a Sion thing, but he didn't like even get a turret for that, or like he didn't push waves. It wasn't like a good death. So there is that part. That was a bit weird. Junji is like the only one who I think played fine in this game. Like he actually had some good, nice engages. Bard is gonna be helping out, delaying this fight here. Garce is gonna be pretty low though. There's gonna be Driver jumping in. Kiving with like the first ultimate that hit, but at this point it's way too late. There's not a single member from... Okay, there's gonna be one kill for the CFO. But that's it about. Dogo is also gonna be falling and only Honk is left. But he's only there to witness how PSG is gonna be rushing down his base. Every other member is there from CFO. And Honk gonna be trying to defend his base, but again, 35 minutes into the game, this is all but over at that point. And PSG, after... Remember how PSG started? They lost the first 8 games. They haven't won anything. First 8 games, they lost them all. But after, they turned it around. And they won the next 8 games. How many winning streak are they on? Like, PSG is on a crazy win streak right now. What the hell is happening? I mean, the Otacon steal was very bad from Junji, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, that was a bit disgusting, but I feel like Junji was like the only one who played good in this game. Did better. Draft was... I mean, could have been a better draft, but draft was not an issue. Again, I don't understand the Orianna. That was like the worst pick probably, and I don't like the Ezreal too much. But draft was not the issue. Like Kiving got one of the best engaged supports in the game, and he whiffed every single ultimate in the game. Driver, I don't know what he was doing. He was also like playing horrible on his famous champion. Honky and Dogo were not that good either. Oh no, Orianna is pretty popular. I mean, usually it's Big Feet Nocturne and Wukong, which I don't understand why. Like, I didn't get the Orianna pick because they picked it B3, and I was like, why pick it B3 when obviously the Wukong is gonna get banned right after? So I didn't really get that part. But Orianna is like being played, like even yesterday we have seen it even without the Wukong. But it's not draft. Like, it was not draft. That's a bit of a cope. It's a bit of a cope to say. Like, surely there could have been better draft, but it's like... CFO just played horrible. Kiving was incredibly bad on the Nico. Honkyu has like weird engages, like Again, remember that time when Honky was trying to flanking with Oriana without any support. Driver still far away. And I mean, this was just unlucky. I mean, this was just unlucky. PSG, how many wins streak they're on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 game win streak. That's crazy. Is it actually 9? They played Vikings and then game. Yeah, it's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What the hell? PSG have not lost a game in 9 freaking games. That's insane. Okay, let's share this on Twitter, I guess. PSG up 1-0 against CFO in our upper bracket finals. Whether the CFO coach they might be defeating. Wait, Xavi is not there?
A阵没闪了，哎，我闪后排了，我闪后排，他们后排，我闪后排了。我还有复活甲，我还有复活甲，慢慢拉扯，慢慢拉扯，拉扯一下。看尼克，看尼克。
I mean, to be fair, I could have been a better draft.
哎，多个没一，多个没一。
Oh, really?
我们两伤。
Oh, I haven't even checked.
看一下后面。没闪，没闪。
I mean, that explains a few things. I didn't understand Oriana and I didn't understand Ezreal. But to be fair, they were not the worst players. I think Kaiving was by far the worst player in this game. Like those, like he didn't have a good Nico engage. I honestly think it's not... Okay, Rest is coming in. I see it now. I don't even think that this... I mean, draft was like not the main issue with CFO. Their engages were really bad. CFO member just missed every single ultimate. They were missing so much. And again, like, could have been a better draft, like maybe like B2 Oriana so you can get like B2, B3 Oriana so you can get the Wukong as well. That could have worked maybe a little bit better. Or just like have, I don't know, I don't even know if Talia was probably banned. But like you could have anyone else. I would have liked the Caitlyn Nico more. But like, I feel like the Oriana and the Ezreal were just like, whatever. They were not playing super well, but it wasn't like the main issue. Okay, let me see. Let me write a tweet. PSG up 1-0 against CFO in upper bracket finals. PSG after... How many games they lost in the season? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's 8-8. PSG after losing 8 games in a row with their new roster now are having a 9-game win streak. Okay, come back. Hello. I mean, Kaiving is a good player. I'm not saying that he should be subbed out. I think Kaiving is a good player. He just had like a pretty bad day, like pretty bad match, but he can still turn it around. I still think he's good. It just he was very visibly like playing bad in this game. PSG up 1-0 against CFO in the upper bracket finals. PSG after losing 8 games in a row. The new roster. Now having a 9-game win streak. What a comeback. I don't like. I mean, I didn't understand it as well. I feel like you should put Dogo on like the Zeris on the. I mean, Yunara is gonna get banned, but like the Zeris, Kai'Sa, if Kai'Sa is not banned. I trust in Dogo. I think Dogo can still turn it around. He just couldn't really on Ezreal. The Ezreal Nico pairing is just weird. I don't understand the Ezreal Nico pairing. It was just weird to me. Aphelios is so dead right now, unless you play like Trash or something like that. Aphelios is extremely dead in this meta. I mean, even with Milio, it's not gonna work. Aphelios is extremely immobile. Milio is not helping as much. Also, Western or Eastern teams do not play Milio somehow. Like even with Lucian, they never play Milio, even though Lucian is pretty good. They never play it somehow. Okay, let me tweet this out. PSG up 1-0 against CFO in the upper bracket finals. PSG after losing 8 games in a row with a new roster now having a 9-game win streak. A comeback. What's happening in the LCP meanwhile? I'm feeling we're in for a CFO draw disaster. It's not too hard to draft though. It's not too hard to draft. Xinjiao, Skarner actually Skarner for Junjia would be pretty good. But Junjia is like such a good jungler. He can play anything. I would say like Skarner, Xinjiao, literally anyone. And then just Ezreal, I don't like the Ezreal. Just put Dogo on like a Zeri. And that's it, Zeri Nautilus. And GG. And obviously I'm best of 4 rest, like, that's it. Honkyu can play whatever. Honkyu, I mean, if somehow Dogo gets Yunara or Zeri, then I would be also fine with Honkyu on Galio. Usually I don't like the Galio mid lane, but if you have like a Yunara or Zeri or some hyper carry on the bot side, then I feel like the Galio mid lane is fine. Even Yorick maybe, if you ban out the Renekton, maybe even a like cheeky Yorick. Isn't Yorick being played just right now in the LSTK? I mean, that's game 5, but still. Guess how's LSTK going? Let me check on there. KT is winning. Okay, I need to shut this down before I jinx them. But yeah, there is a Yorick right now in the LSTK, but I need to shut this down. Actually, KT is not even winning. Okay, I shut this down. I don't want to jinx anything. Kind of crazy of a team. Okay, I'm gonna be drafting for CFO, alright? Check. I'm gonna be drafting for CFO. Let me know who wins draft. Let me know who wins draft. I'm gonna be drafting for CFO now. Well, guys, I don't. I don't even know if Maokai's support is gonna be even winning in LCK. But I'm gonna be drafting for CFO, so you will see what I think. Tristana is also not that great. Okay, draft. What do I want to see? Okay, first of all, Yunara ban on blue is a little weird. I have no idea why you would ban Yunara on blue. That's a little concerning already. I would not wanna ban. You have Dogo. Why are you banning Yunara on blue? I really don't get it. Maybe they're trying to do like maybe they wanna do like a Kai'Sa draft. But I would assume PSG would ban the Kai'Sa now, or the Talia. Yeah, Talia is probably a better one. Kai'Sa. I would just slam the Kai'Sa. Like, you have Dogo. He can carry. Slam the Kai'Sa. Unless they're afraid that Ambessa would be picked up by PSG and they would want to pick the Ambessa here. But I would rather prioritize the Kai'Sa than the Ambessa. I would much rather try to go for the Kai'Sa. Annie? What? PSG can just pick up the Kai'Sa and the Ambessa now? What are the Annie? Hongkyu can play so many things. Why are you first picking the Annie? I mean, let me see. Xin Zhao probably could be good for Karsa. I'm not sure if they would rather go for a Skarner or something like that, but Gwen also without the Rumble, but just locking down the Alistar. That kind of also means that like Misfortune and such cannot really be played on the CFO side. Like Annie and Misfortune and the Alistar would have been pretty good. Stealing that away, just making sure it's not really gonna be that. But the question is, do they want to lock in the Kai'Sa? I mean, Kai'Sa would be fine, or even a Misfortune, honestly. Like if they want to cook. But a Sivir has been more popular for pick these days. I would still slam the Kai'Sa, honestly, just for a little bit scaling. I would still just slam the Kai'Sa, but if they really want to go for the jungle, pick the Xin Zhao, obviously. Up and available. I forgot about the Wukong. Wukong was banned last game. I completely forgot about the Wukong. But why didn't they do Wukong Orianna last game? I don't understand that Orianna pick. Nonetheless, it's a Wukong here. And there are still gonna be, Ambessa, I guess. They don't really wanna pick the top lane blind, but like, rest Ambessa is pretty good. I could see them just locking down the Ambessa right here, unless they wanna. Or the Renekton. I mean, Aji is a Yorick player as well, so maybe this Renekton is picked so Aji cannot do the Yorick. Aji cannot bring out the Yorick now. But Aatrox still an option. And Best is still an option. And just, of course, it's gonna be the Cassante. Just gonna be the Cassante. I mean, if I'm PSG, I'm banning the Kai'Sa now. We don't wanna have, we don't wanna have that in Dogo's hands. What is it? Nihala? That's the only thing I could read. I mean, like pronounced. I mean, I don't know about Zaya. Zaya has been so unpopular these days. Bearing the trundle already. That's interesting. What is Wulala planning here? I'm not sure about the Jinx. These champions are so out of the meta. Honestly, I would still go for probably Zeri here, if I'm being completely honest. I would love a Zeri, good old Zeri Nautilus for Doggo and Kiving. Love me some Zeri Nautilus. Yeah, there's some late game bans. Some late game bans from CFO. Kind of suggests to me that they are thinking about some late game bot lane. But I mean, PSG, they're still in the mid lane pick in the jungle. Rest of the jungle, Xinjiao is like a pretty easy one. Unless they wanna go cooking somewhere. They're gonna leave the jungle for last pick. That's interesting. The rather would pick up the Rise now. Will Corsa cook something up here? That is the question. As I said before, if I'm CFO, honestly, the Zeri is not too bad. Zeri Nautilus. If there is a champion I don't want to steal, it's the Jhin. I think the Jhin would be pretty boring and bad. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, you know what? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes you're down a game and you gotta do what you have to. Sometimes you have to reach for like the dark technologies, some dark magic, and sometimes you have to bring out the smolder. Now the question is, what is PSG gonna do about that? Maybe something to shut down the smolder. I mean, the Xinjiao wouldn't be that bad. Oh my god, Kar's gonna go for the Kiana. Oh my god. PSG, I can respect their decision. I can respect PSG here. They go like, CFO, we're gonna destroy your early game. They go like, while Smolder is still not a champion, we're gonna destroy you there. I can respect it. Karsa had like a pretty bad split 3. I think both Karsa and Maple were playing pretty bad during the regular season. But coming into playoffs, my god, he has leveled up so hard. Coming into playoffs, it's a different Karsa. Coming into playoffs, it's a different Karsa, and now here's a chance to prove to everyone that you are completely back with the Kiana. I kind of like it. I mean, obviously, I think I'm like a little bit preferring CFO's drop, but that's only because I think in pro play, scaling comps are always like, scaling comps 90% of the times win in pro. Because it's very easy for pro teams to delay the game. If you have a scaling comp, if you have a pro setting, it's somewhat easy to just like try to delay the game, make sure that like enemy cannot do much on the map. You know? Holy shit, Katie just did the... Oh my god. Chat, do you watch... Okay. Katie. Oh my god, I love you, BDD. Okay, Katie just won the... Okay, I can watch LCP now. I'm exposed. I had to watch the Katie match. Holy sh... BDD just had the play of the century. This guy's insane. Katie just beat Genji, by the way. Katie, I can officially say this. I cannot jinx this anymore. Katie just beat Genji. Oh my god, BDD actually just won the game. That is insane. Okay, GG. Now back to LCP. Just a little news for everyone who was curious about LCK. Okay, Katie won. Now, as for this one, talking about upsets. It's not only Genji who was looking like the best team in the region and now losing the game. It is also CFO. CFO is in a very similar position right now. As unfortunately, from how we found out, Chalvi is not feeling well and he's not drafting for the team. Despite the fact that the draft could have been better in game 1, I'm still on the position that like it is a lot of player errors. Like game 1 was not like it was winnable. Just like there were so many player errors, especially from Kaiving. I think like they just played bad. Like sure could have had better draft, but they just played bad. Coming into game 2, I think this is a game 2 has a much better draft. It's a lot of CC with the Leona, with the Annie, even with the Cyclone, with the Wukong. A lot of CC here, and CFO has obviously has the late game. Now PSG scaling is also not too bad. There's a Rise gonna be scaling. There's gonna be the Cassante gonna be scaling, but obviously if this comes to like 90 minutes, no one is gonna be matching the scaling of the Smother. So there's that. And I think scaling comps are working like 90% of the times in pro play. Yeah, I think 90% of the times they're working in pro play because for pro teams, it is just pretty... I think it's pretty easy to slow down a game. I have no idea how the bracket is. I just know Katie qualified to Worlds. That's all I care about. Yeah, Katie to Worlds, I'm happy to see that. But this one, Smother is pretty low here. Smother is pretty low, while Junjo is trying to block Karsa from early game. If you block the Kiana's early game, then you kind of win. Wait. What? GG. No, that's GG. CFO was just playing around. CFO, what the... Okay, so someone check their line pay. What? What is happening here? A double soloable over CFO? Where was this team game 1? What? They just... Where was this team game 1? Oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Good trade. Rest gonna get plates as well. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, this is how it all started, but it didn't result in a kill. It was Woody getting pretty low here, but unfortunately, Dogo also went kind of low. So in the end, he wasn't able to get any kills. Now, what has happened here? I wanna know that. Stun into stun. Flash, auto Q. That's well done. And obviously, nice. Even going like, Even mogging PSG there. Wait, surely Maple is not dead here, right? Yeah, the stun is pretty far away from home Q. Where was the CFO last time around? What happened? What happened between game 1 and 2? Maybe Chovy got out of bed, just with his last bit of power. Just got out of bed, just bring out the belt and like do a little whooping, and be like, "Hey guys, lock in," and then went back to the bed. Maybe Chovy with like his last breath took a trip to the studio, with his belt in his hand. This CFO is so much more confident in the lane. And even the Smother was almost gonna get killed there. Video call them. I don't know. I don't know about the current technologies, but to my knowledge, you cannot whoop others in video calls. Okay, Rest might be dying here though. There's a Cassante. He doesn't have ultimate. I mean, can go for the Fury. The Fury bar is charging up. Got a little health back. Well played by Rest, actually. Nice resource control there. Okay, there's gonna be engaged into Kaiving. But Junji is also here. And now Kaiving is gonna be the one who's picking up on Booty, and Doggo gets a kill. That's... If you give kills in the lane to the Smother, that is a big no-no. That is a massive no-no. If you feed the Smother in the lane, oh, that's a no-no. Like, this guy is not a champion until he gets 225. This guy's not a real champion. If you give him kills, that's rough. I feel like Vulala just has to pick them scaling. Like, honestly. I have no idea why they would pick the Orianna in like a weird place than Ezreal. I don't understand. Then I don't know, somebody pick the Ezreal with the Nico. Like, if you want to go early, just pick like the Caitlyn Nico or something. I don't understand that part. However, scaling works. Yeah? Just pick them scaling. I mean, this team is still pretty good, obviously. Like, even... I feel like CFO would just be psychopaths. But if you give them scaling, then even if they're kind of falling behind, eventually they would be outscaling PSG. So just give them scaling. That is what I would want to see today. Have a Zeri comp next time around. Senna, potentially. Just go through all of them. But yeah, this is looking like already like miles better than the last game. The last game was just like a big mess. I feel like things started going wrong for CFO, and they just somehow panicked, and they thought that, okay, every moment is our last moment, so we have to like desperately trying to get like 10% successful plays. So they were just trying to go for like any crazy play. But yeah, and in the end it just ended up like losing all of those weird plays. This time, though, I mean, they probably know that they're ahead. They probably know they have a somewhat comfortable lead now. There is no reason for CFO to really troll like they did last game. Just chill out. They're doing well. Let the smoother scale. Just let the smoother scale. This guy is gonna be incredible. Unfortunately, we don't have stacks. Or do we? Oh, we do have stacks! Oh, they added it. I haven't seen it yesterday. They added it. 89 right now. 89 stacks. I mean, 89, that's not the best, honestly. Once he reaches 115 and get like the first upgrade, it's gonna be a bit faster. But having a 90 something, I mean, this is like not the fastest, but it's like still pretty good. Like he should get it before 25 minutes, I think, still. After you get... He's doing this so much. Wait, what? This is the second time that Dogo did that. What is it for? I mean, I know that it's like sometimes when you're laning, like early game, ADC is using barrier to just like neglect any damage. But this is only early game when like they're really trying to calculate the trade patterns and like who's trading better. Like I know it sometimes happens there. But why now? Like it's... I mean, it had to be a misclick, no? I don't understand. Maybe he really wanted to keep like the full health. Which again, there is some use for that, but I don't know if this was the case here. And yeah, this is gonna be a pretty dead Aussie, especially with the T-Birds being popped as well. Hongyu gonna get another kill here. While Betty at least gonna get a few plates. But this just seems really over for PSG, honestly. Like the early lanes are winning for CFO. They're also doing a pretty good job in transitioning that lead. The late game carries. So overall, I don't really know how PSG could turn this around unless like both the Kia, like if there's like, I don't know, the Cassante goes in with the ultimate, picks up on the smother, and there's a bit of stun by the Rise, followed up by the ultimate by Kiana. If there's something like that, maybe I can see. But the issue is that like CFO is already looking strong without a smother really being a champion. This is just such a better showing from them. I have absolutely no idea like how this team is the same that played the last game. Okay, wait a second. That's what I said. How PSG could still win. That's what I said. However, the smother is still doing the damage, and there's gonna be Hongyu who's trying to go in, but there's gonna be Maple saving everyone with the Ram Orb. However, Do got another kill. That's not good. I mean, it's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade in the end. So in that sense, it's not too bad. But like feeding Dogo, that is not a necessarily good strategy. I mean, the Kiana is still pretty strong. That was a very nice combo with the Alistar. But even then, it took so long for Kaiving to die, and Junji somehow survived as well. They gave a kill to Doggo. Yeah, that is a bit dangerous. Just giving kills like this to Doggo. So yeah, Maple. Trying to push the top turret, but very, very, very fast. The Smolder is getting now ahead. Okay, surely the rest is not gonna go for the Vomp. Okay, there is already the TP coming in from Home Q. But it still would be like a 3. Okay, never mind. Home Q just flashing in, stunning Woody while getting the kill on to Maple. And where was this CFO? This is a coordinated CFO. The strategy how to take down the enemy. They have one target at a time. Their rotations are immaculate. Like, did they? I don't even know what happened game 1. Like, was it once again the good old game 1 no monitor challenge? They've done that against who did they pick? Gam? No. What? Jesus Christ, who did CFO pick? TS3. They did it against TS3 as well. This is the same as against TS3. CFO just went for the no game 1 no monitor challenge. They look like they're just trolling their game 1s. Just trying to make a point here why BO1s are bad. Okay, Rest is just casually solo bowling Maple, by the way. I mean, Maple is not gonna be dying, but Jesus Christ, there's a lot of damage. Okay, CFO obviously in the lead. They're a little bit too strong right now. And again, like, the scary part is that the Smolder is... Okay, the scary part is that Karsa got caught out here and immediately going down. I mean, I like the Kiana pick. I have nothing against the Kiana pick, but like... I mean, that is a danger with all the carry junglers. If you fall behind early, it's just so insanely hard to be useful. At least the Kiana has like a lot of stun as well, so I guess you can be somewhat useful, but carry junglers, if you fall behind early, there is just like, for especially someone like a Zed or these champs, there's just no way you can get back to the game. What is the stack number? 181. 181 stacks. Okay, Honkyu is gonna go down here, but I mean, yeah, that was expected on that. Wait, Kiving is here. So if Smolder gets a triple, that's a GG. If Smolder gets a triple here, that's a GG. I was just gonna be slowed down. Okay, Smolder not gonna be reaching out. Oh, okay, Dogo was thinking about for a second, but he's not gonna go for that. And Chad, 194, 197. You already know what I'm counting down to. It's very, very close to the magical number of 225. It's very, very close now. And once it's 225, once it's there, you cannot stop the Smolder anymore. I mean, PSG is really behind, like, you would want to stop the Smolder way earlier. Like, it really feels like the game is over. It has been over for a long time. But Smolder is about to start popping off very soon. It's very, very close. For the next team fight, there is gonna be Smolder execute. Okay. CFO. CFO. Surely we're not gonna be throwing this here, right? Surely this Alistar is not gonna be stealing our Otacon once again. If the Alistar steals Otacon, I'm gonna scream. It would be funny though. But I mean, these should be CFOs. Like, I don't really see a way how PSG could be stealing this one away. Because now there is gonna be... Get me out of here. Okay, to be fair, like, CFO's winning this fight, so it's like... Whatever. It's kind of whatever. But how do you get to the guy stolen twice in a row? What the hell? How? Oh my god. I cannot believe this. I mean, they're winning. There is even now the smolder execute. They're winning. Okay, what the hell is happening? Okay, they're racing. Sure. But like, how? Why are you doing Otacon? I swear this team. I'm going crazy. Why do you feel like what is this, like 22 minutes? You have to do Otacon. Like, why? I guess props to Karsa. Karsa is having actually a pretty good series. I mean, they got cleaned here, and it's probably GG, but like, at least his highlight reel is gonna get a few more clips here. Oh my hell! Oh my god, man! This team. It's not enough that Katie just had a 5-game series, but now CFO is also doing this to me. That is just insane. I mean, there's already execute down the smolder. It should be like an easy peasy game for them. There's one for smolder. Or did I continue this? When by the way, while this happens, Junji just casually taking the third dragon for CFO. Just casually taking the dragon. The mountain soul is gonna be available for them in 5 minutes. But to be fair, I mean, this game is like Smolder is already fed at like 23 minutes. So what do you do? What do you do now? What do you do, man? Smolder is 601, by the way. Jesus Christ. To be fair, also Kiving has had good maneuvers as well. He kind of redeeming himself from that last Nico game. I just cannot even fathom, like, what was happening in the last game. What was happening in the last game? That looked like a different team. I mean, Rest is playing fine too, yeah. But to be fair, Rest's job is like, he had some good 1v1s, but most of his job is just to go in, stun someone into the Tiber stun. Doesn't have too hard of a job, but he was like even having nice 1v1s, so yeah, absolutely props to him. Talking about that, second time now that he's trying to take down Maple. The first time almost was successful. He's now gonna pop the ultimate itself for the extra healing. There's the Fury going for the bar and going for the kill, and the solo bullet against the Rest. This guy's crazy. Yeah, this was his best play so far. in this game, this is his best play so far. Waiting out the ultimate as well to just make sure that the healing is maximized. Just gathering the fury up. The Junjo is not even in the pit, by the way. They're doing Baron and Junjo is not even in the pit. They're just gonna be turning it now. Obviously, the Smother execute is gonna be happening. They're just gonna be Aji down. And with that one, they just turn back to the Baron. They're having it about, like, what is it? Almost 10,000 of a lead? Oh, no, Maple. Oh, no. Okay, alright. Regular season Maple is back. It took 9 games. Regular season Maple is back. Oh no. CFO at this point actually just playing with their food. Like, I'm not joking. CFO at this point actually just like playing around, you know. They don't even care about really this match, they just like wanna go for their stat. They're just stat padding. I'm already writing the tweet. After 9 games, PSG's game win streak is over. There are 9 games. Was it 9 games? I think it was 9 games, right? I'm gonna just tweet the bad then. Yeah, 9 game. Already writing a tweet. I mean, CFO never had a game win streak though. They're losing some games here and there. They had a match win streak. Which is, I mean, that's also impressive, but... PSG, okay, Honky was trolling this one a little. Is it a pentangle? Okay, no, never mind, there is already one kill for Wukong. But that's gonna be a quadra for the Smother, by the way. There is a Panta in there. Okay, Kaiming is also gonna be stealing one away, never mind. They don't wanna give Dogo another Panta. That Yunara bomb is enough. That one Yunara Panta was more than enough. When I literally called out, I was like, okay, Dogo Yunara. Yeah, there's gonna be a Panta at 27 minutes. I said it's in draft. And it was a Yunara Panta at 27 minutes. Oh, the rest gonna be stopping Maple. Just getting this one as well. It's like a quad, triple, whatever it is for Smolder nonetheless. Doesn't matter. What matters is that CFO beats PSG and ties up the score. Ties up the score. PSG's game win streak is over. After 9 games, PSG's game win streak is over. CFO tied the score 1-1 after dominating performance. We have a series in our hands. That is the tweet. CFO was just playing around. CFO was just playing around in game 1. They just wanted to They just wanted to troll Chavy a little, who's not here. Apparently he's not feeling the greatest. Apparently Chavy is not feeling the greatest, so he's not here, but it seems like CF wanted to troll him on his bed. I was watching the game. CF wanted to troll them a little. And they had a pretty weird game one, I would say. However, coming back here, Varijunji having almost the same damage, just skiving, that's kind of crazy. But coming to game 2, there was a very, very different CFO that we have seen here. This is a very different CFO, and I feel like this is the CFO that we're gonna be seeing throughout today. Like, I don't know about you guys, but it kind of feels like that this CFO is more the CFO that people expect to show than what we had beforehand. Honkyu Yone? I think the issue with Yone is that... Actually, never mind, you could maybe... Who plays Gwen from his CF? It's Driver, right? It's Driver who plays the Gwen, I think. Yeah, he played one Gwen. Driver also plays the Rumble, so it's that he can play both sides of the matchup. Yeah, if Driver plays the Rumble, well, sorry, if Driver plays the Gwen, I can see that happening. Also, Rumble is not even available anymore because Fearless. If there's a Gwen on the top side, then I can maybe see a Yone mid lane. But besides that, I don't really think that Junji would wanna go for AP junglers right now. I don't think Junji would go for AP junglers, in which case, obviously. In which case, obviously, that would mean that there's no chance that Yone would come to mid lane. Unless they play like Jesport or something, but I don't think that's the case. Kinda crazy.
高了，回来一下。没有了，其实。没事，回来一下，中表什么的。啊，没到。哦，等我们，要塔。你昨天呢？我应该死了。看一下刀哥打。其实应该还行啊。AD 没闪。哎，知道。
AD no flash, I understood that part.
哎，我别闪。看下小兵，慢慢来，开一波。看下小兵。
AD no flash, understood that part. Lilia is so dead right now. AP junglers are not the best. Why is Lodo not working for me? Why did I play Lodo? Is Lodo not working or what? Is my internet cooked or what's happening here? Why is Lodo not working? Like Chrome is kind of cooked right now. I guess Lodel is not working. Okay, let's play connections. I don't know what's up. I wanted to play Lodel, but the site was just not loading. It's kind of weird. Okay, connections. Yesterday, I cruised through connections. Like I didn't need any. I didn't make any mistakes. I was like immediately. Now this private, secret, personal, inner maybe. It's like, you know. I mean, critical might be. Okay, no, it's just in intimate and undisclosed. Pound, sterling, nickel is like dollar, like it's like currencies, or I don't know how it's gonna wait. What? What? Not a nickel? What's happening? One critical build may or being one sold there. What? What is it? Maybe it's not like sterling as like the pound, but a sterling and pound are the same. What? Maybe it's like bill and not nickel, because like nickel is like the coin, and bill is the actual bill. What? What is it? Or is it nickel and bill? Like this. Oh man, I don't know. I feel like sterling should be part of that though. What if it's not? What if it's just US stuff? No, it's not 100% part of that. Maybe pound. Okay, maybe pound is like together with like I don't know, someone else. Maybe like pound is like actually like the weight. In which case I have zero. What? Import with what? Global won. Oh my god! Oh my god! I didn't even think about the Korean won. I didn't even think about the Korean. I was like won, like winning a match. Oh my god, that's crazy. The Buffalo. I would never guess this one. Critical. I should have guessed another one. I 100% could have guessed this one. I didn't even think about a Korean one. That's crazy. I was like, what? I thought it's gonna be like about like currencies, you know, like I don't know, like financial stuff. And it was, but like, yeah. We can do another. Is Lodel working now? Okay, it's working. It's working. Okay, support and something else. And mana bot melee. Oh, interesting. Support something else. Mana and melee and older than 20. Wow, that's interesting. There's a lot like that. Like so many of that. It could be a support and something else. I think it's like Maokai or something could feed the bill here. Maokai is not even listed as it. What the hell? What the hell? It's a spirit though. A release spirit. I mean, I thought that's a tree. I mean, I'm sorry. I thought it's a tree. I didn't know it was a spirit. I thought it's just a tree. What are trees there are? Support and something else. What others? What is a spirit? Like a release champion who's a spirit? What does it mean, spirit? Like not I mean Ivern is newer, but like who's a release champion who's a freaking spirit? Blitzcrank is a robot. I know that one. And also couldn't really be other than support. Who's like a freaking support? I'm with some support and mid lane, but it couldn't be Lulu. Who else is in like Bandlo City? Hammer is no, not Bandlo City because Yumi told us not Bandlo City. What else is? Who was released as like a support? Actually, Goldio might be, right? Or is a Golem? Release champions, man. I don't know the release champions. I didn't play League until 2015. I don't know the release champions, man. Who the hell was released with the game? All the support. Ellie Star. This Minotaur, how would I know? Noxus? Noxus? Swain? Oh no, Swain is range. Who's in the videos? Vladimir is range. Swain is range. Who's some oldest champion who's in those videos? Okay, we're gonna be in draft soon. We have to hurry up. No idea, man. I have no idea. Who could be support? Any champion who's like maybe releases a support and then became. Oh, so not even a mid laner. Wait a second. It's like support and jungle. Like Nautilus support jungle. What? What the hell? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Who else could it be? There are no more supports. There are no more supports. Support and what? Not a mid laner. Support and top maybe. But like there are not that many of them. Not Gnosis support. Not a top laner, right? Support and jungle? What? Who the hell is that? Now you see me now. Oh my god, this fuck. Oh my god. Seiko. Seiko is that's a clown! What do you mean spirit? That's a clown! What are these species in League of Legends? What are these species? That's crazy, not gonna lie. That's just insane. My prey still lives, but I have not lost his scent. That's evolving. Wait, what? Kindred? What the? My prey still lives, but I have not lost his scent. The hell? Evelyn or? Who's like a hunter? Not Raven. How do you call this? Rengar? What? Not Rengar. The hell? What the hell? Huh?
My prey still lives, but I have not lost its scent.
I have zero idea. I have literally zero idea. Whatever it is, I don't like the code ones. Okay, we're in draft. We might continue it later, but we're in draft. Yuna ban, Xinjiao ban. Okay, what is PSG doing here? Hey, Helly, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. Thank you. CFO is banning the Yuna. I mean, I can understand it on the red side. But like, CFO was also banning Yuna on blue, which is like so weird. Like, Dogo would be the player to play Yuna. I don't get it. Won't you Swain? I don't know there's gonna be a Swain. Talia is banned. Who else is left here? I feel like PSG might just go for the Varus. I think fine. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little tired. I just couldn't really get much sleep. I was a little busy last night. Couldn't get much sleep. Living off caffeine. But I also played the one risking. It is like the Varus. Varus has been banned for so long. The Nico is not available though with the Varus, so that's the thing. I would love to see a Varus Renato, honestly. But teams don't really do that. I mean, Woody may be gonna do Renata, but I'm not trusting teams to really cook that much. If I'm CFO though, I would probably want to pick up the Kai'Sa here. Like, Kai'Sa has been banned so many times. Dogo is an incredible Kai'Sa. Reading the chat? Yeah, I'm reading the chat. I'm literally reading right now. I think it would be Kai'Sa. Yeah, it's a very good Kai'Sa angle here. Or because Rest is still staying in, they didn't stop back in driver. Rest still staying. They played the Renekton, so Renekton cannot be picked. That's a really good Yorick angle. They made sure to already have the Renekton out, and now they're gonna be slamming down the Rest's Yorick. And obviously there's the Jax to kind of try to counter that, but the Yorick is a really nice pickup here for CFO. I would kind of like to see Renata. I don't think Woody would be picking the Renata, but I think that would be a fine pairing with the Varus. But it's the Rao, a little bit more engaged, understandable. And if I'm CFO, I'm just trying to pick the Kai'Sa here. Kai'Sa would get banned next ban phase. Kai'Sa would get banned. You just wanna go for the Kai'Sa. Or the Victor. You know what? Picking up the mid lane, sure. Sure. There's Honkyu's Victor. He's a really good Victor. Like he has, even in this split, he has had so many good Victor games. And once again, just a bit of a scaling on the CFO side. You love to see that, but I mean, after this, the Kai'Sa 100% gonna get banned. And this says like perfect split, basically, like winning everything. Perfect split. That Fed had a ticket of every single CFO match that they have won in this split. Trying to go for perfect split. I don't think Jinx is gonna be played. I really don't think so. If you wanna go for hyper carries, like there are just many better options. Like I don't think that's necessarily gonna be something that's happening. Okay, Akali banned. That's not gonna go up against Honkyu's Arcane Victor. I would be shocked if this is not a Kai'Sa ban from PSG. I would be shocked if this is not a Kai'Sa. What? What? I mean, it's just a Kai'Sa pick now. Unless they are like afraid that the Kai'Sa would not stand up like without Nautilus or something, but like I guess like they could also pick like I don't even actually, who is left even support? I don't even know who they could pick support. Karma maybe or something, but I feel like they should just pick up the Kai'Sa here, or actually maybe support and wait with the Kai'Sa because they're like PSG not gonna be picking a ADC. Rakan, I mean, more engage. That's a good one. That's a good one. A little bit more engage. I mean, they kind of lacked engage, to be fair. The engage from the Victor is not necessarily the best all alone. So that's fine. Only question is what they want to play mid lane. Oh, wait a second. Karsa? Okay, this guy is not slowing down. What? DF? Uh-oh. I'm not sure about this draft. I'm not sure about this draft from the PSG side. I have seen a very similar draft from Gen G. I'm not sure, but I mean, this is a Kai'Sa pick. I feel like the Kai'Sa here would be massive. Only issue is like maybe a Kai'Sa a bit dangerous with the gold card, and then you go Xayah, but I feel like the Kai'Sa could still be pretty good here for like all the scaling together with the Victor. But if they want to go the Jhin, I don't like the Jhin. I don't like the Jhin at all. I mean, I guess like maybe you wanna have like more range to be safe from the Varus, but like, and also I guess like you wanna stun. I don't even know. But nonetheless, there is gonna be PSG. I mean, even they're gonna be scaling somewhat well with the TF. Davis is CFO. The Yorick on the side lanes. The TF is really good into the Yorick, actually. The same way how like Silas is also like not as like Silas was picked a lot of the times in the mid lane against the Yorick. It's not like a lane counter, but like in the game itself, like you can match it pretty well. And I feel like the TF is in a similar way a pretty good, not necessarily counter, but like, yeah. CF is a better draft. I mean, maybe. I like the Yorick, Trundle, and the Victor trio. I like that trio, and I dislike the Jhin. As for PSG, I mean, PSG picked up the good old Nidalee jungle, which is always a very risky pick. But you also have the TF, which is not that bad into the Yorick. Lack of tank. Of course they have lack of tank. The enemy has a Trundle. Why would PSG have tanks? The enemy has a Trundle.
Minions have spawned.
Yeah, I think it's a fine strategy for PSG. The only thing I'm a little scared of is how well Karsa is gonna be able to perform, because just like last game, if the Nidalee falls behind the early game, there's just nothing that she can do later. So that's a very dangerous situation, you know? So yeah, but besides that, I feel like CFO probably got this one just like from last game. It feels like CFO is just in a much better space right now. I don't know what happened game 1. I have no idea. But they just look like much better game 2. I cannot look over that fact. They look like a real team playing there. Yeah, but overall, I think PSG has an interesting strategy with the TF. The Jax is usually used as like a Yorick counter if there is like no Renekton or any of that. The Jax is often used as a counter to keep the split push going. But having a TF as well is an interesting choice. I cannot wait to see how PSG executes this one. This is not an easy comp to play. But I appreciate that they're trying, you know. No easy comps against CFO. And Karsa are gonna be going top to kill Rest, but Rest gonna be surviving now. The Goose happy, but meanwhile, Junja is gonna be taking down Maple. What was happening there? And Junja might not be done here. Dodging away all the shots. He was trying to find 1v2, but there's gonna be now a TP coming in from the TF as well. Yeah, Junja could not fight that one, but I mean he got a kill steal. What happened here? Maple thought he has Honkyu, got a little too excited. And even with the gold card, there comes the pillar. Just an easy kill for Junji, and that was well done. Feeding the Victor as well a little bit. But more importantly, feeding Junji, yeah? So that's well done in the early game. Is CFO back from the slump? That is the question. I mean, PSG didn't even look that good in game 2. That is my concern with them. Game 1 looked like CFO just tried to troll their hardest. And at game 2, PSG didn't even look good, so... I'm not sure if I'm trusting totally in this new PSG that they would be, like what is their ceiling? I'm not sure about that. But at least for now, CFO definitely waking up slowly. The lanes are doing pretty well for them. And while I don't like the Jhin, at least the Jhin has a pretty nice range, so you can stay like somewhat safe against the Varus, who's obviously going lethality here. There are not that many tanks in this game, but that's to be expected because there is a Trundle. Of course, I mean, well, okay, Honkyu is extremely ahead here. But Juju coming from behind. What is this guy doing? There's gonna be a stun. Only onto Karsa though by carving. The pillar need to be used. Everyone escapes safely. A little risky engage from Junji. I'm not sure where he was coming from. He was just like appearing out of nowhere. But in the end, no one dies. And CF was able to get out without any casualties. It almost went very wrong. I have no idea why they went for this type of engage, but I appreciate some action. I appreciate it a lot. CFO honestly playing how I would expect. The lanes are somewhat how like the lane matchups should go. And it seems like Varus is gonna be swapping to the top side, having maybe a little bit easier time against the Yorick. But yeah, the Yorick is gonna be scaling like crazy. Using the ultimate just to keep Ozzy there. Oh my god, that is big brain. And Ozzy though. There's no way Ozzy survives. Okay, that was well done by Dogo and Ozzy too. That was actually so well executed. And props to Ozzy, I mean, he almost got away, but Dogo was ready. Dogo was just ready there. And that's gonna be the second kill for Junjia. The guy is getting kind of fed right now. I mean, he should be very close to the Triforce as well on the Trundle. Who is, I mean, he can do a lot of damage. Like, everyone knows him as like the anti-tank champion, but He can also dish out a ton of damage. Come on, Kiving is doing a little work there. This little side job. But he is gonna get out. And now Maiden popped. There is now Maiden. There is the Maiden. This lane is gonna be so much more in the favor of the Yorick now. But yeah, Honkyu just gonna keep scaling. I mean, Maple is gonna be having the gold lead because obviously the passive, TF passive. So Maple is gonna be having a gold lead, but yeah, I mean, Honkyu is just gonna scale super well. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm losing my voice here. I have been yapping too much. I mean, I had like 2 marathon streams on my Genshin channel. 2 marathon streams on the new patch. I streamed for like a total of what was that? I streamed for like a total of 16 hours. Like this Wednesday. The rest getting caught out here. And with a TF. I mean, this is not technically on the side lanes. But that's why I was like, a TF might be a good here because anytime TF is there to help out against the Yorick. So there is that, but Barry might be caught out here. There's the charm. Oh! Woody? Okay, Woody is doing God's work here. Holy! Woody is doing God's work. Oh, Honkyu being caught out here, but Junji is there with the help. Immediately pops the ultimate. And the ultimate is gonna be getting bigger. There's already 1 kill. That's also gonna be going to Junji, huh? But yeah, Junjia has so far all the kills in the team. This guy is getting pretty fed right now. All the kills in the team is on Junjia's hand. He's just popping off left and right. Yeah. And with this one, they're also going to be claiming the feats. The killer feats. And now they just need to take a turret down. Or 2 more camps. And surprisingly, the gold is still pretty equal. I mean, Twisted Fate is going to be generating more gold because they're passive. So that part checks out. And that's all. That is like the only reason that the gold is equal. Because Junjia has been doing pretty well in the jungle. But then again, even though Maple is generating more gold, I feel like Honkyu is gonna be outscaling them. So there is that part. I'm not worried about Honkyu. As for Doggo, how much is gonna be able to be useful on the Jhin? That's another question. And also, I would want to see how well this Yorick is gonna be utilized because I just feel like there is so many. There are split pushers like the Jax. But there's also gonna be the extra threat on the TF, who's now actually gonna be on the side lanes. So it's gonna be interesting to see how well these two can shut down Rest, who's having the Maiden out. Oh, Daisy, that's another one. The Maiden out. And he's just gonna keep pushing. Just gonna keep being annoying. I'm just gonna keep pushing this lane like crazy. Jax finally got the Triforce. However, meanwhile, Honky on the bottom side got the first turret, and with this one, CFO gonna be getting the tier 3 boost. Gonna be getting the feats. Fight might be breaking out. There's a Herald now. And there's gonna be the Flash Charm. Charming both of them. Kyving is already pretty low here, but Betty is falling pretty fast. And I think that's a pretty good go button for CFO, as all the 5 members are gonna be arriving to the Herald pit. Audrey's still there, but like, Yorick is arriving. Okay, Junji might be dying here actually. Junji is dead. Things might be a bit different, but Dogo's still there to dish out some damage. And now Rest arriving too. Ozzy though, Ozzy? Wait a second, Ozzy. I mean, he should be going down in here. He should be going down, and he is down, but there's gonna be a kill by Maple. Wait a second. Wait a second! Bit of a messy fight there. From what I can tell, it was pretty equal. They lost 1-1. It's pretty equal in the end, but PSG successfully stopped the Herald from being taken. Without Junjia there, CFO didn't try to re-engage. And Honky just gonna be pushing some turrets now. Oh, there's a TP coming, and Honky really wanna get Maple before that. Really wanna get at least 1 kill here. But he's likely gonna be taken out. Oh, there's a flash from the cards. Okay, Honky is insane. Honky is insane. He survives this one. And that buys enough time for CFO to pick up their second dragon a little bit later, but still gonna be picking up their second dragon. So overall, I think they're still winning out on these actions. Kyving venting maybe a bit too, or I don't even know. Kyving got super low here. And it was weird. Yorick was still pushing on the mid lane. If Yorick just immediately regrouped with CFO, they could have won this fight, I think, way more. On the picture meanwhile, Junjia coming back. Gonna be getting the Herald. And that should probably take down the mid lane turret soon. Honky's damage is actually pretty good at this point. I'm gonna be pushing this one well. But Maple on the bot side, I'm gonna be getting the turret, but he has ultimate now. He can regroup with the others. We're just gonna be turrets traded. And Yorick just pushing like crazy again. It's a bit slower game, I think. Definitely CFO is not rushing it. I mean, why would they? They have a pretty good scaling on their hands. Not trying to do anything crazy. I mean, yeah, who's gonna be stopping the rest? Jax is arriving now, but the rest is just constantly pushing. And this turret should be his. Gonna be trying to stop the Jax to interfering, but yeah, this turret is also gonna go to CFO. That's a little nice golden jest. But the golden is equal. Again, the TF passive is doing a lot of work here. Gonna be still having equal gold here, but thank you. Just catching out Woody. There's not much to play for here. Atakan is gonna be spawning soon. But I really doubt that CFO is gonna go for the Atakan at this point. I don't think they have a... Okay, if they kill Woody, they might just go for Atakan. Woody being a little caught out here. And that is the go button, I think, for CFO. Immediately gonna be charging up to Atakan. Karsta gonna be a bit further away, and Aji is still STP. Both of them should be arriving. And yeah, there is the vision with the TF ultimate. Wait, Aji just like pushing on the top wave. Maybe they realize they cannot take this Atakan, so they would just rather trade it for a turret on the top side. And Maple as well, trying to push on the... Trying to get 2 turrets with this exchange. That's well done from PSG. At least they were able to generate some gold here now on the map while Atakan being taken away. However, oh, Junji might just screw this up now. Junji might just screw this up. He went for too much. It's gonna be picked up by Woody. Yeah, he went for a bit too much here. Okay, that's a golded for PSG now. But again, with that being said, that there's just so much going for CFO. The game state is basically equal, I would say. I am not sure why Junja would want to go for that. A little bit of a mistake, I think, on his part. The dragon, though. Both teams are eyeing with this one, would be a soul point for CFO. And Kiving looking for a very deep engage here. Going around, knowing that there might be some wards there. And now, I mean, he's gonna get caught out. But CFO has the better angle for the dragon. Still, the halberds are not the best for them. And also, they have to go and clear the wave. Meanwhile, Ozzy might try to stop a rest from just taking this wave again. Junja is not the healthiest, but I'm gonna be starting the dragon now. These Dons, they're trying to go for the perfect engage. But CFO is getting chunked down here thanks to the Nidalee and the Varus. And there's another TF ultimate for the vision and also to shut down rest, and that's what I meant. That's what I meant. This TF is pretty massive here, but rest might be safe here with the reaction. But Betty is gonna be getting him. And there's also another kill for Karsa. There's the ultimate popped from Doggo. However, CFO is gonna be falling one by one. The PSG found their big victory here. Might be going for even more turrets now. The TF pick so far works out perfectly for PSG. They were able to shut down, I think, rest so far pretty well. Together with the Jax. And that's gonna get them the first dragon. The game is far from over, but that was a massive stepping stone for PSG. Yeah, that was very well done there. PSG is in a pretty good position to win this game. If Maple can just keep generating this gold, if they can keep shutting down Rest. And now the Baron is also gonna be on the map. Also gonna be consideration. Rest really trying to get some gold here. He's quite behind now. Yeah, Vado Renekton was already down. And that's why they picked the Yorick. The Jax and the TF. It seems like a pretty good counter to that. Definitely props to PSG in finding this angle in the draft. However, Karsa, if Karsa being caught out here, there is a free Baron for CFO, but yeah, Karsa is dead. Nice shot from Doggo. Honkyu though, also gonna be falling in the mid lane. It's a 1-for-1 so far, but PSG is gonna be without a jungler. The health bars are not the greatest, and the next target is gonna be Junjia. However, Ozzy might have overstepped here a little. Doggo flashing in, but cannot catch Ozzy. Ozzy gonna be surviving. This is still a 1-for-1. And with the low health bars the CFO is having, I don't know if they can. Yeah, they cannot really go for the Baron, maybe. I don't know. The Baron call here would be a bit too risky, but I mean, they're quite behind. They might need to risk some plays. They're gonna be chilling, but yeah. CFO not being aggressive enough. I think eventually they might just be losing this game. Honkyu being dead here just meant that they cannot get the Baron afterwards. And I mean, it kind of feels like that CFO is starting to lack some damage. That's why I would have preferred the Kaista. But to be fair, I mean, Doggo is playing fine. It just... I feel like their damage is not necessarily there. While Maple can just both poke them and just like... Maple is having nice damage now with 3 items. And yeah, the poke from PSG was kind of like destroying CFO before the fight even starts. If you look at any team fight, CFO is always starting the fight with like a pretty, like almost like half health. It definitely seems like PSG is they came in here with a plan, and so far they're executing it well. But despite the like, what is it, like almost 4,000 lead they're having, I still don't think this is over just yet. But it definitely feels like PSG is they're being very careful where to choose their fights, and even when they make a mistake, I feel like they can recover from that pretty well. And Dragon immediately started by Karsta. They wanna stack this ocean now. CFO scaling is not necessarily working out too well here. Rest was not able to do too much either to generate gold on the side lanes. He's always getting shut down. Don't set the Baron again. But CFO just cannot really find any good angle because like they're just like always getting outpoked. They're always starting up these fights with low health bars. And they just have to disengage. And PSG is doing a good job just making sure that whenever they disengage, PSG somehow generates some gold after. Now there's the IE for Dogo now. That's a pretty big boost. It is very intense. At this point, PSG is definitely in a better position though. But one wrong step and this is still a game that CFO could win. At least it's nice to see that, I mean, even if CFO is, even if they don't have a Chong now. It's still nice to see PSG just playing like a real team. It's gonna be taking down Kaiving. And there is gonna be the ultimate spot from both Honkyu and Dogo, but this is still is the Baron cool? No, they're gonna be still not taking Baron. Okay, Baron? I see Particle is there. There is a little bit Baron, but PSG is also gonna be low health here. However, they're gonna be taking down Junji almost. With the TP just arriving from Aji. Honkyu gonna be flashing out from that. PSG is not feeling strong enough to really go for like the Baron in these objectives, but CFO also not healthy enough to really engage on them. And this is still ongoing. Just try to get the Baron, but it's not working out too well. Oh yeah, PSG having a poke comp, it's CFO just cannot find a good engage. They just really cannot find it here. And at least Honky and Dogo were able to make sure that they not healthy enough for the Baron either. But yeah, this is gonna be just a dance around the Baron until we finally have a clear teamfight victory. Until one team makes a mistake. It's also now gonna be having a vision. Gonna be going on to the Honkyu. But he's gonna find in the middle of everyone. I mean, he's gonna be very tanky, not gonna be dying for now. And there's gonna be Dogo. Can he take it down with the counter strike? No, the 4th shot is not hitting to Aji. Rez though, trying to get him down, he's just jumping out. And again, no kills. Aji still survives. That just flashes, engages all over the place. And there's no kills still. Oh my god, these poke comps are just poking each other out and cannot really engage in the team fight. No one feels confident enough to do that. Yeah, it's gonna go on a while. It's gonna go on until there's an actual pick they can do. I mean, neither team really has the damage to just really take down, one-shot anyone. Ozzy was maybe a bit too over-aggressive there with this TP. But there was not much CFO could do either. So the game goes on. Almost 35 minutes. And the teams just cannot really find a way for that one team fight. PSG utilizing always the TF ultimate to make sure they're well aware where CFO is, there's no flanks or anything like that. But Ashi just gonna be going on the side lanes, killing this stuff back. Karsta trying to get their third dragon. I mean, if you can't really decide the game, that's a good idea. Just try to stack the dragons, but Karsta gonna be out from the pit now. And the dragon is gonna be taken by CFO. Gonna be there soul point, but the fight afterwards. Can they win this one? Both teams are gonna be pretty low here. But no casualties. The rest is gonna be surviving it for now, but again. The poke comps just poking out, but they cannot find a kill. They cannot find a deciding kill, but I mean, soul point for CFO is something they can maybe play for. Yeah, but it's kind of like how do you call this? Like a stale state. Neither team really feels confident to just all in any of these team fights. I mean, obviously because the poke comp just like trying to poke it out, but they don't really have the tools to go in hard. If anyone would go in hard, there is like still Kaiming with the Recon who just stunned them, which kind of like what almost Aji died earlier on. I feel like this game gonna go to 40 minutes. Next dragon, we might get a real team fight there, because otherwise CFO would get the soul. But this game is just ongoing. PSG generating a ton of gold. But honestly, eventually they're gonna reach the point and the gold lead is just like not gonna be mattering too much. And we're back to how we started like 10 minutes ago. Just trying to get control of the Baron. But neither team can find that one pick they were looking for. Yeah, I mean, I think this is just gonna be keep on going until at least the next dragon. For the next dragon, CFO kinda has to just go all in. They're falling behind so much thanks to the TF passive. The TF is now full build, so it won't really matter too much anymore. I mean, even Nidalee, very close to like that, probably that cap. So just they cannot find that one victory. But we're so late in the game. If either team finds a good engage, either team cleans up the other one, that's just gonna be the end. And PSG is very strong, but their strength is just in poking. And CFO, they just don't go down. I feel like the only way PSG would really wanna go in is if Aji just once again finds a good flank. Or if they could channel Nidalee Spear, Varus Q, and also the TF cards. If they could channel that one to shut down immediately like Honky or Doggo, then maybe there's a chance for a fight, but yeah, we kinda don't have fights, but PSG, they had enough. They had enough, they gotta be starting the Baron now. They are daring CFO to go to the pit. And now there's gonna be Dogo popping the ultimate, and it's gonna be Karsta who's getting the Baron. And Valkyving is down. So it's Junjia. Have PSG found what they need to close out this game? Maple gotta be going very deep in just to stun them. However, Dogo is still gonna be pretty strong there. And the Maiden chunking down Aji, however. Still not dead. They got 2 kills though and a Baron. So that's a pretty big thing. Considering that so far it's just dancing around all the objectives. And more importantly, PSG now has Baron just when the dragon spawns. I don't think CFO can contest this. Both teams gotta be on 3 dragons. This is going super late now. This is going extremely late. But with that being said, the TF is already full item. So I mean, there's just not much else. Barry could still definitely get some gold here, but it does feel like the later the game goes, the less it's gonna be mattering that CFO is behind like kind of a lot of gold. These fights don't look like that CFO is behind. Like, what is it, like 6,000 or something at this point? They just cannot kill each other. But to be fair, PSG with the Baron, they do not need to kill CFO. They just need to take the turrets. They just need to take the inhibitors and need to take the base. I mean, using this Baron to crack the base is a good choice. Couldn't really find a team fight victory, but in return they just want to make sure that the base is not going to be up for CFO. Yeah, this is a very, very weird game state now. Extremely late. Full items on TF. From what I can tell, on Varus as well. Nidalee still does not have the death cap though. I'm not even sure if Karsa recalled it recently or not. But PSG just want to make sure they're gonna be, all of them are on full build. I don't think they can end the game here. But again, they just wanna generate once again as much gold as possible. So everyone is full build when it comes to potentially their Dragon Soul. But they just cannot end the game for now. They still cannot find a massive teamfight victory. For the last like 20 minutes, we only had 2 kills. They just want to split the focus for CFO so they can get as much from the bases as they can. But Baron is down. The Baron buff is out. And we're gonna be back to just, you know, dancing around, poking each other out, and that's it. Ashi going in pretty deep here. But yeah, the damage is just not there to take him down. CFO, they need to find kills here. They need to find kills. And that's what they're going for. It's already won. Junja is down. Sorry, Karsa is down, rather. Ultimate popped by Konkyu. Was not taking any lives. They got 1 kill, but their base is gonna be in shambles. And there's Karsa completing the death cap. But the game is just keep on going. Man, I hate this draft. I forgot how much I hate poke comp because nothing is happening. They're just poking each other out. But nothing is happening in the game. No one is dying, really. And I mean, CFO cannot really even use this Karsta death for anything. Or we really just gonna keep dancing until the next dragon spawns. Or really just gonna keep doing that. These teams, they really don't want to take any risk. But dragon is here. Also the Baron. Whoever takes this dragon would be their soul. Ocean soul, a little bit of a health. Which would be really good against the poke comp, to be fair, for CFO. So they really want to go for that. I'm gonna come down to smite fight. And it's gotta go to CFO. They gotta be getting the soul. This is their first big victory in like, I don't even know how many minutes. And Woody is gonna be down. Oji is also down. And Honky is, okay, there is no way. CFO just winning one team fight. 45 minutes into the game. The wave state is not in the best state though. The wave state is not the best. They cannot really find the game ending push. Honky has to recall to clean up the minions. And those inhibitors preventing CFO to just go down the game, but they're gonna get the Baron. Karsta cannot do too much here, but this is so late now. So the gold lead is start to disappear, start to matter less and less. And there's gonna be CFO with the Baron. A little bit of a power for them. It is so late. What these objectives that give extra buff is just super important. There are now multiple full builds that I think even a CFO. This fight was massive for them, the fact that they were able to get so many kills. They have the soul. They have the Baron. That's all they can get this late in the game. If you just look at the builds, like, I mean, Junjiro can buy one more item. But that's about it. I mean, support still have wards, but yeah, they will need those wards. Besides that, everyone is full build. And CFO with their soul and Baron, they're gonna be much stronger already. The second Maple. Is it gonna be a base race? I'm not sure about this Maple. Maple is still there. Is it a base race? CFO just gonna get CFO just winning the game! What? How? Maple? What? Yeah. That's about the expressions I have. I mean, after the first thing, Maple should have immediately recalled. Oh no. Oh no. That is a tilter. That is a massive tilter. What was this game? Oh, Jesus Christ. I am not doing the best. My allergies are getting the better of me. My allergies are getting the better of me, chat. I'm not doing too well. What? Meeple was like, I'm not sure what he was doing at the end. Like, maybe he thought that his team can win the base, but like... There was no way in hell he can finish the game. He immediately should have recalled after the first team hit. I'm really not doing good. I really hope it's one more game. I really hope it's one more game and then I can rest. How on earth did they win this one? That's crazy. This is so earlier. Oh, this is like the fight. Wait, what? Which fight? Oh, this is like kind of the winning fight. Go for the Baron, go for the Baron. But even Archie went top? I have no idea why they went like sent 2 people. This is like a horrible base race from them. This is a horrible, horrible base race from PSG. Okay, Vertle. Okay! Wait, Crane is so back. Crane is so back. Second day in a row, Crane gives us a ton of ladders. Well, none of them are in the right place. What if it's like Gnar or something like that? Oh, it could be like, no. And... Ren... Maybe like that. No, I don't think so. Or I think R could be like N, or maybe something like that. Crone maybe. Oh no, there's an R. I think there's something. Crone, Apron. Apron could be right. No. We just okay. Wait, what? How? Okay, and maybe first. Raw. Like Ron. Rando. Just something like that. Ran. Could start with Ran. Rang. Is Randy a possible? Oh, it is a possibility. Okay, we have a D as well, but only A's. What is this? We really don't have many options here now. It's like N, A. Could be like DA as well. Something RN. It could be right. Oh no, not oh, N basically either here or at the start. Yeah. N is either no, but it's not. Oh yeah, N has to be start. N has to be there. N has to be here. And D is either here or the last. Non-dos? Oh no, there's no. If D is here, then R has to be here. Ned. Netzer, Nedier. Ned or not. I don't think that's the case. In which case it has to be DR, right? Nether. Net. What? RD, right? But how is it then? Enamored. What is this word? N has to be at the start. A has to be there. And D is either third or fifth. If D is the fifth, then the R has to be there. No word. No, that's not a word. What is this word? I don't think I've ever heard this one. What? And if the D is here, well, I guess like R could be here and here. Could be like this. Ned here, Ned. Yeah, or could be still at like two places. Nadar. Is it a word? Yeah. What is this word? I've never heard this in my life. The lowest or most unsuccessful unsuccessful point in a situation. Yeah, I never heard that word in my life. Still got it though. Still got it as. After this game, I have no idea how PSG is coming back. Oh, sorry, how PSG is coming back. I have no idea. This is such a tilter of a game. Driver is gonna be back for CFO as well. I see. I have no idea what it could be. Driver still has the Gragas, so that could be something that PSG is looking for. I think that might be a ban at this point. Game 4, not many champs left, but there's still a Gragas option. I'm just hoping for like a little bit more hype for game 4. I mean, it was intense. It was a banger, but like for the last 20, 30 minutes, like not much has happened. It was all just like trying to like find an angle. We will see, but yeah. I think Gragas could be an option now with driver back in. And PSG obviously going to be choosing blue now. I mean, Unera has not been played, but it's probably going to be still banned by... probably still going to get banned by my CFO here. I'm still kind of hoping we would see like hyper carries like Zeri. Surprising that Dogo has not chosen even a Kaisa. Like I don't understand why no Kaisa last game. We'll see. So let me put you back to sleep. No, don't say a word, just count your sheep. The doctor's gonna heal your wounds tonight, baby, don't be afraid. Oh, chat, I'm really not doing good right now. Oh my. If this is like 2 more games, I have 0 idea how I can stream. I'm absolutely dying at the moment. I'm hoping for a good CFO draft here because like I just cannot stream right now. I'm doing so bad. Oh, the Shen was a good call as well. That's something that Driver has played a lot. Let's see what the PSG will be going for now. I mean, Kaisa first pick could be. Not that many ADCs are left, but she's one of the good ones. So Talia. Talia was banned previously, but not here. Maple's Talia. That was the champion. He got a quadra kill on. He had a really insane play. So there's definitely something to be looking for. But there it is. Because of the Shen ban, the PSG couldn't ban the Yone. And there it is. Honkyu's Yone in game 4. 1 game away from CFO to qualifying to the grand final. And they're gonna be going for the Senna. Nautilus is still up. I would assume that's just coming. Senna Nautilus. Chat, once again, we're gonna go scaling. We're gonna go scaling. Honestly, Kaisa or Zeri both are good options here for Doggo. But they need someone like an AP top laner. I mean, Gragas is still not necessarily a bad option for Driver. The Maokai is not AP enough. I think with the Gragas, they're like fine-ish. And there it is. Of course. Does winning this? Both of those teams are at Worlds already. Both of them qualified for Worlds already. Also, both of these teams are already qualified to the Vietnam finals, which is gonna be next week. Next week it's gonna be first starting with like the lower bracket. It's gonna be the lower bracket. It's gonna be from Vietnam, in like a big arena. Both of these teams gonna be there already, but the winner is obviously straight going into the grand final, and the loser is gonna be going to Wait a second, how is it gonna be? Wait. Maybe, I think I cannot stream one of the games, so let me check. Wait a second, let me check quickly. Finals is gonna be on Sunday, and I still don't know how I can stream that one though, so I don't know about that one, but yeah, so the lower bracket is gonna be on Saturday. I'm 100% cannot stream that one. I don't know how I'm gonna be streaming the finals either, but yeah. Also tomorrow I have no idea how I'm gonna stream that, so I have no idea about the rest of the matches, but yeah. Both of these teams are already qualified to the Vietnam finals week. But the winner going to the grand final, while the loser has to face against whoever wins tomorrow from GAM or PSV. Tomorrow's GAM versus TSV is gonna be for Worlds qualification. They're gonna be that's gonna be for the last spot. But with that being said, I mean, what's more interesting is like how good PSG is. Because they started the season with 8 game losses. PSG looked horrible during the regular season. They lost 8 games straight. Not a single victory. And there's a trash. Okay, that suggests Aphelios to me. That's suggesting me that CFO would wanna go for the Aphelios here. We're getting some hype now in game 4. Well, PSG still needs their top lane, which is gonna be the Ornn. Just the default Ornn. And also jungler. Who is even left? Like Xin Zhao maybe? Yes, Xin Zhao left. There are some weird junglers, but I feel like from the meta junglers, Xin Zhao is the only one left now. And this is gonna be the Aphelios. The trash really suggests to me that the CFO is looking for an Aphelios pick here. But it also could be the Jinx or any hyper carry. But I mean, Aphelios' main weakness is the mobility, and Thresh is helping that. But a Caitlyn? CFO is going all out here. CFO going all out. Pretty aggressive comp. They wanna one-shot everyone here. They wanna shut down the Senna. I like this strategy a lot. I like this strategy. One of the best ways to shut down a scaling champion is just absolutely just murder them in the laning phase. And that's what's supposed to happen. We'll see in the lane. But this should be like a very, very strong lane for CFO. They should be hard winning the bot lane. I would assume the Senna would rather just swap around. There are probably gonna be a lot of swaps here. Senna would not wanna be near that Caitlyn. Here's Driver's Dad as well. As per usual, Driver's Dad is in the crowd. But yeah, this is supposed to be like a pretty fun game now. If CFO can keep up the tempo and shut down the Senna before she becomes a problem. I feel the 3-1. I feel the 3-1 here. I feel this 3-1. I think CFO came in here with a pretty good draft for a game 4. And I definitely wanna end this right here and right now. Also, the last game was a bit of a tilter, I think, for PSG. I have no idea what PSG thought at the end. They fumbled that game so hard. So, I don't know how they can come back from that. Especially Driver on his famous Gragas. On his famous champion besides the Sion. Honkyu on his famous Yone. And also, Doggo is having an incredibly strong lane for himself. So even without Chavi being on the stage, I feel like CFO got themselves a pretty good draft. Like, this is a very aggressive one, but a pretty good draft. And Doggo, they would just want to force out the Senna early on. Just don't let the Senna get any stacks. I was surprised to not see the Caitlyn coming with the Nico in game 1. Or was it game 1? I don't even remember. But yeah, that was game 1. I was really surprised to see that game 1. CFO picked the Nico and they didn't pick... I think Kais was banned, but like... The Caitlyn could have been, I think, a better choice there. But eventually, she's here together with the trash. Pulling out the big guns now. With hyper aggressive lane as well against the Senna. And I really like this. I mean, obviously Smother is out, so you cannot do the Senna Smother. But I just don't really like when you pick scaling into scaling. Especially now because the Senna is in a much better state than the Smother. So yeah, I much prefer this strategy from CFO. It's all gonna be an execution now. Game 1, CFO's execution was just not the best. Even though I think the draft is a bit weird. Still, their execution was absolutely not good. However, game 2 was pretty good from them. And game 3 was a bit weird, but CFO ended up winning that one. So I think everything is set up for a 3-1. And for CFO to keep their on, like they haven't lost a single match. They split 2, I think. They're on like a crazy match win streak. And I love to see that one. Very early on, CFO going in. They need to be aggressive here. Junjedo has to flash out, but the damage is still pretty high in this early on from CFO. The first kill gonna be going to Doggo as well. But they're gonna be treating it back to Honkyu being down. However, even with that, if Doggo can get more kills, that should be massive. Both ADs is actually getting a ton here. But Doggo, with one more flashing out, gets the feed. 3 kills for Doggo, and I feel like this is a GG. I feel like this is GG. Doggo, 3 kills in under 4 minutes. And even though Senna also got 2, I mean, this Caitlyn lane is just gonna get even harder for the Senna. I love to see that. Hyper aggression from CFO coming out. That's what their comp needs. They go in hard. I think Honkyu also got a few assists here. But yeah, that is gonna be a messy victory, I think, for CFO. Even though the Senna also got 2, but unless the game goes on for like 40 minutes, I don't think that's really gonna be mattering too much. Doggo really wanted that 3rd one. Bam, and out. He's like, oh, okay. I just did that. Sure, okay, I just got 3 kills, sure. Already looking strong. Immediately gonna be picking up the BS sword too. So yeah, this is just gonna make the Senna stacking even harder. Junji getting a bit caught out here, but Honk is immediately gonna be here. No level 6s across the board, like this is still pretty early. And the Junji is gonna be saved by the Thresh. The Thresh pick coming in already, pretty handy. Kiving gonna get caught out here, but this is just kind of wasting time. They're just kind of wasting their time here, I feel like. Senna cannot really stack either. So this is like CFO just keep winning. Yeah, Dogo obviously winning this lane quite hard. And again, it's just with the BS sword, it is just pretty insufferable. Karsa here to maybe help out a little. But Dogo possibly realized that there's something going up. Okay, I mean not Kiving. Kiving oversteps a little. Still gonna get low. Karsa gonna get a kill by Junji. I was taking the Dragon. Dragon is also gonna be resetting. Yeah, PSG with a bit of a comeback here, but I mean, I feel like this is still would not really. This is good, but they need more than that. They need to survive this early game, and I mean, all the lanes are pushing in for CFO. So despite that, Kiving was a little mistake. I mean, this is still. Yeah, this is still looking pretty good for them. Of course, with the kill, was the only one who was the lead in the team. As basically every single lane is now pushing for CFO. And Woody is gonna be cancelling out Honkyu's recall. But I mean, hey, it doesn't really care much. Dogo now gotta go to the mid lane to get some of the plates here as well. But it seems like Junji would gonna turn his attention to the grubs. With Betty and Woody being here as well, it might turn into a fight. There's some Maple coming in, and there's gonna be Driver being caught out here a little. He probably is gonna be dying, but can CFO get anything in return? Answer is no. Dogo's also gonna get caught out. PSG might have just came back to the game. That was a very nice sequence from them. Maple disrupting the engage from CFO there. And yes, Senna be once again gonna be on par with the Caitlyn now. Caitlyn should obviously still be stronger at this point. Oh, my cat wanna go out. 1 sec. 1 second, my cat wanna go out. But yeah, basically, I mean, Honky was teleporting, but he was so late there. The CFO probably knew that they're gonna be giving up a few kills. No, Honky was trying, I don't even know. But a bit of a mistake from CFO, but I mean, the early game should still be stronger at that point.
As expected.
I'm back to seeing Dogo being a little low on the health bar, but again, that's all fine. CFO still in the lead a little. What happened on the top side? Honky had to flash away. But yeah, so CFO, I think, is still pretty happy. Dogo just got his first item. They should be much stronger until Senna gets like 100 stacks. Until that point, I would always always favor CFO to win this game. If they cannot really shut down PSG and generate a lot of gold until the 100 stacks though, I mean, PSG's late game is really good with the Stena and the Ornn. Oh, CFO gonna come back for the second grab. Okay, this would get them now the first objective feat. But yeah, so right now I'm favoring CFO. I think their comp is pretty good. But if they cannot really start winning the game hard until like, I mean, Stella should get like the 100 about like 30 minutes. I'd say maybe a little bit earlier than that. And that's about the time when the Ornn items are gonna be at full display too. So PSG, if they somehow survive until 30 minutes, then they can win. They can 100% give us Steve scripts today. CFO gonna be playing a bit against the time. But if they keep up being aggressive, they should be stronger until then. And I mean, there is drivers Gragas, so... yeah. Man, I really hope this is gonna be 4 games because I'm doing so bad right now. I'm extremely sick. Just like CFO needed rest in game 2, I also need a bit of a rest now. Yeah, driver, I'm gonna be already stacking the Rod of Ages there. Well, Karsten starts the dragon, but I feel like Junjia has a not too bad of an entrance here. Gonna be popping the ult. I feel like they could engage here, even if PSG gets the dragon. However, there's gonna be a lot of knockups and Junjia's already dead. Having my follow. Honkyu could not really get the damage done. The driver as well. Ultimate not available for him, he's gonna be going down. Those are massive kills and Maple. Also, they're gonna try to go on Kiving, but he's escaping. Okay, that was very well done by PSG. They had to abandon the dragon, but right after we can go back. CFO try to fight them in a small corridor. That's a big no-no against the Ornn. That is a very big no-no. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm losing hope in CFO. They should have been pretty strong early on, but I mean that strength is going away slowly. Giving so much gold for the Senna is not a great strategy, CFO. Not a good strategy. And all of these souls as well, plus the assist. 43 souls right now for the Senna. That is really good. 43 souls. The gold is I don't think that important. Obviously, this game is gonna be about when Ornn gets 14, when the Senna gets 100 stacks. The CFO cannot really win the game until then. I mean, it's gonna be really hard to play. And this time around, it's not even that PSG has like poke comp, so they cannot do too much with their lead. They can absolutely start killing everyone with the Senna. Plus with the Ornn, like, they're gonna have pretty nice engages. So if PSG gets the lead, it's not gonna be like last game and it's just a dance. Okay, dive might be incoming immediately. Ultimate pop by Junjia. The driver is gonna be pretty low, but Honkyu This will be flashed out. There's gonna be the ultimate pop by the Ornn. Stella is helping too. Wait a second. Okay. Driver. Oh, okay. I guess this works. I guess that works as well. Another kill for Doggo. Well done there. No one dies on the CFO side. Even more than that, they're gonna get the first turret too, which is gonna grant them defeat. So that's nice little comeback. The gold lead was never really too big for either team, but CFO gonna be grabbing that back on their side. PSG might get this dragon, dragon turret. But it's gonna be just gonna be chunked out. I think here with the shield. Junjia has no ultimate now. So best they can do is just clean up the wave. While Honkyu is just gonna be fighting Ozzy here in the jungle. There's still no ultimate on the Ornn. So Honkyu should be safe here, jumping out. Yeah, this looked a little bit risky. But to be fair, with the Caitlyn ultimate, it's in the end, it still worked out pretty well. Wait. Oh my god, the Maul. Okay, Driver kinda trolled this one. I mean, the ultimate kinda helped him not to get stunned by the Maokai out, but I mean, it just doesn't really matter. Driver may have been better to just wait with that one, but to be fair, like, kept him close. That's fine. Nonetheless, there is still now gold lead for CFO. Senna gonna be about soon to 50. It's like 49, I think, right now. 49 stacks. So that's not too bad. CFO still has time to win the game. Ornn is somewhat far from level 14. That's when the first, I mean, 13 he gets his Ornn item, but starting 14 he would be getting the other team members' items. Ozzy, a few oversteps, there's ultimates available. Honkyu's ultimate gonna be missing. Junjia not gonna be using his. They just try to take some damage to Ozzy, but not for anything else. I mean, Junjia knows that there might be backup coming, so still keeping the ultimate. And there is gotta be the ultimate. Ultimate powered by the Ornn. Honkyu gonna get stunned here as well, and the Maokai ultimate is not happening out at all. Maple takes down Honkyu. Obviously the question, what can CFO get in return? One of that is the top lane turret. Driver is knocking that down. So they're gonna be trading one turret for Honkyu. Okay, that's not too bad. However, Junjia, what is this guy doing here? Yeah, Kaimin gonna be saving him. He got chunked down quite a lot. With the dragon now being up and alive. There's the dragon. CFO seems to have a better position there. Of course, he's only arriving now. But CFO might just decide that they'd rather fight the mid lane. Driver using the ultimate just to keep the turret alive. The dragon is pulled out. Fight might be incoming. I think this is at this point still favoring CFO. It's gonna be Junjia who gets the dragon. And the ultimate from Senna is gonna be dealing the damage, but no one is dead just yet. Ozzy being caught there. Gonna be flashing out from the trash hook. And CFO is not gonna go for more than that. They're gonna be happy with just taking their first dragon. Okay, Honkyu is not happy. The Honkyu is going on bad immediately. And it's gonna be Doggo who takes him down. And there's also nice hook coming in from Kaiving. Woody should die here as well. It's gonna be actually Kaiving with the kill. But two nice kills for CFO. And they're not stopping there. That's what I want to see. Hyper aggression from them. Shutting down these scalers. That is the best option. Oh, Otacon is there as well. Wait a second. Is it just an Otacon? I mean, Corsa is pretty far away. It might just be a free Otacon for CFO. Also gonna be pushing the top lane without better things to do. But that is a free Otacon for CFO. Okay, they might just be stomping this game. The flash didn't help out very much. That was well done there. That was really well done, all the action. CFO, I think, is so back. Game 1, I have no idea what happened to them. Game 3 was also a little iffy. Like, they ended up winning, but like, there was anything but a clean victory. So yeah, nonetheless, CFO, they're still kind of playing against the time. What is the stack count here? I cannot really see that. 57. They were kind of able to stop the stacking a little bit. Has been around that for a while now. CFO definitely got this to slow down with the stacks. That's all what they want. Ornn is also going to be 2 levels away to giving any kind of items to the Senna. So this is still pretty good for CFO. They're much stronger here. Hopefully they're going to be using that one, using their power now. Possibly waiting for either the Baron or the Dragon. But there's not much to play for right now, other than just pushing the turrets in. Honkyu, okay, actually Honkyu might be just fighting Maple here. Ultimate, gotta be dodged out. There's a flash from Maple, and this turret is not standing for too long. Dogo takes it down. The third turret for CFO. Just keep increasing their gold lead. It's gonna be soon 2,000. Something like that. If they keep this up, then yeah, I think the victory is gonna be theirs. The Senna needs a lot more time. At least Ornn is gonna be level 13, which means that his item is gonna be upgraded now. And from now on, with every single level, the Ornn items are gonna be coming in. So there's definitely something to be careful if you're CFO. I mean, from this point on, PSG is just gonna exponentially scale better. The question is, do they have enough of a lead to really counter that? But Dogo is just gonna be super strong. Woody? Fishing for someone. The somebody's gotta be Junjia. He's gotta be going down just before the dragon spawns. And this fight is looking much better for PSG. At least the Ornn ultimate was kind of dodged away with the stun. And there's gonna be low members from PSG. I don't think they can do the dragon here. Honkyu was trying to fish out someone, but it's not gonna be working out. PSG has to recall, and I mean, without a jungler, I don't know if CFO would wanna go for the dragon, maybe. But there's, I mean, if they kill Karsten, then sure. There's ultimate pop by the Xinjiao. Driver is still onto him, and Driver is gotta be killing Karsten. Okay, this should be the dragon, I think, for CFO. They're once again so back. Honky, okay, I'm not even sure what they're doing. Honky is running around here, but I mean, he still has the soulbound back in the pit. He's jumping around also with the trash lantern. Driver, pretty tanky. Even if everyone is on him, it's not gonna go down. And in the end, CFO winning this one out, getting the dragon, getting the kill onto Karsa as well. And now Baron is on the map, but we have to wait for a little bit for that. Despite the fact that Junjia just went down to start this fight. Well, they're doing obviously the ward strategy. The first time I've seen that strategy being used. Oh wait, Ornn was popped. I'm not sure how. the first time I personally seen use the strategy was in the G2 versus Orange Worlds match. In like 2018. That was my first time seeing that. But ever since then, obviously, this is a pretty common thing to do. Dogo is just so incredibly fat right now. I don't think he even went back to base in a while. I mean, he should be having a ton of gold to spend. I'm just gonna keep farming the jungle as well. CFO is gonna be crushing down on this thread, I think. Waiting for someone. But there's gotta be a lot of ultimates being used. CFO gonna be pretty low here, but also Barry. Haven't even noticed how low Barry is. And as long as Dogo is alive, I think this fight is gonna go to CFO. There's already one. The second Q from the Dogo is gonna be missing, but nonetheless, Kyving gets the kill down to Booty. And this is another. Oh, Dogo? Okay, it's gonna be saved by the Ornn. Ornn is level 14, by the way. So second Ornn item should be coming anytime now. But is it gonna be mattering? This is the point when PSG's comps start to come online, but I think they might be too late. They might be too late for that as CFO. Gonna be taking the Baron without the jungler on the PSG side. Should be an easy one. As Honkyu goes in for the double ultimate stun. They're gonna be killing Maple. Barry is gonna be super low here. They take the kills, they take the Baron. And CFO looking to 3-1 this game to book their place in the grand final. Actually fighting here a little bit, but obviously he's gonna be going down. Another kill for Dogo. Another, and he still has not back. He has so much gold. What is he gonna buy? Okay, we're gonna find it out later. Yeah, but Junji with the ultimate, making sure to delay the fight a little bit. Yeah, that was enough. Kyving is playing this trash so well. Lanterns are always on point. Even that Q. Just making sure that while the Xinjiao ultimate is up, Dogo cannot just buy some time from him. So yeah, props to Kyving. I mean, there was a lot of ultimates missed here, but Honkyu making sure that the Betty also gonna be out from the fight. That was just really well done. Like, this is the CFO that I was expecting. But props to PSG. Like, they are looking much better than how they did in the regular season. But it doesn't matter. Kai's also gonna be taken down almost by Dogo. Honkyu is gonna be finishing up the job, and Aji, not much left on him either. Dogo gonna be trying to catch up to him. A few more shots should be enough, but meanwhile the team is just taking down the turrets. As we are soon entering 30 minutes. Wait. They can just end here. There are like 20 seconds still on most members. Okay, CFO can just end this here. They don't want to screw around. Take down the Senna before she reaches 100 stacks. That was such a clean game from them. And after a bit of a struggling period, CFO gonna be winning the game as 3-1, locking their place in the grand finals in Vietnam next week. If you just see the scoreline, it's not that surprising. But to be fair, I mean, I didn't know that Chovy was sick. If game 1 had a better draw, they could have won that one as well. So I mean, Chavi's absence definitely was visible. CFO's drops were not the best. Oh, dance. Sleep. He's just sleeping. He's tired. Give this man a break. If Chavi was here, I mean, it definitely could have been a 3-0. His absence was 100% contributing to those two shaky games from CFO. Doggo there. So yeah, if I knew Chavi was sick, then taking the rest, that's true. Yeah. If I knew Chavi was sick, then I think it makes more sense that it's a 3-1. But like again, if game 1's drop is a little bit different, I would have definitely thought that this is a 3-0. Ratings, a driver, 6 maybe. He didn't have that good of a game. I think Rest had a. I mean, Rest is also 6. The Yorick was countered really hard. Junjia gets a 6 as well. He got the Otacon stolen by a freaking Bard, so Honkyu gets an 8. Actually, a 7. His game bomb is really bad. Dogo gets an 8. I think he was fine. Like he was still playing well. And Kaiving 6 as well. Like the Nico game was absolutely criminal from Kaiving. His Thrasher is really good. His Thrasher's 10. But because of his Nico game, I just cannot give him more than 6. As for Aji, 5 maybe. I feel like he was still pretty good, considering like on the Jazz, he was still pretty good. Who should I give more or less? Barry, I feel like had a bit of an off game. Yeah, Doggo played the best, I think. Yeah, I gave him an 8. He's gonna get the highest rating from me. Okay, I think I'm done with this. What is the match comment? What is the match comment here? The CFO TS3 match was also TS3 winning game 1, right? Do I remember that one correctly? I think that was also TS3 winning game 1. And my comment was also similar, like they're doing the no monitor challenge. Right? Is this true? Is this how it was? Yeah, that was also game 1. Props to CFO for keeping the game 1 no monitor challenge and going after the PS3 Series 2. Props to CFO for keeping the game 1 no monitor challenge after the PS3 Series 2. Okay, submit. Okay, chat. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea how I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow. I have zero idea if I'm gonna be streaming, and I'm not gonna sure how I'm gonna be streaming, because I have stuff to do from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. and the match starts at like 11:30. Usually the first match ends at like 1 p.m. So I'm gonna have things to do for game 2. Now I'm thinking about multiple options. One of the options could be that I'm just gonna start streaming at 2 p.m. and like watching the games back that happened up until that point. That could be what I'm doing. like, you know, just like watching the VODs back.
先穿个鞋子。
应该一波了。
中立波吧。
It's one of the options that I could just be watching the games back at like 2 p.m. and that's when I'm starting the stream.
秒大，可以看再看这。凯文，你往前刷一个，好不好？
开
3秒高，3秒高。
Could be that I'm start streaming at 11:30
nice，
and then just like
躺分呢，好爽哦。
kind of like AFK for an hour. I have no idea. I'm gonna keep thinking about it. What is the best option there? I'm definitely gonna be thinking of something, but there's 100% gonna be 1 hour in the middle of match, and I just cannot stream. So yeah.
The days they go by, but my mind is filled with doubt.
We'll see tomorrow, because tomorrow, whatever happens, it's still gonna be a pretty important match. Actually, one of the most important matches left, because GAM versus TSV, whoever wins that one is going to World. TSV is an interesting team. Like, they look sometimes fine, they look sometimes shaky. I cannot put them anywhere. I have no idea. GAM also sometimes looking better. Like, they get a playoff buff. In Split 2, they looked horrible during the regular season, and then the playoffs, they just got better. Now, coming to Split 3, they had a better regular season, but like, they lost to PSG, but PSG also did a much better than how they did regular season. So, I don't know what's gonna be happening here. There's a really good chance it's gonna be a 5-game series. My prediction was TSV 3-2. There's a very good chance it's gonna be 5 games. And no matter what happens, I cannot stream from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. That's like game 2. What I'm probably gonna be doing is likely going live at like 2 p.m. I think I'm gonna go live after the second game. We're gonna watch back the VODs, and then we're gonna start watching the live games. I think that's what I'm gonna be doing. But I will see. Yeah, probably. Because there's a good chance it's gonna be a 5-game series, I think. So probably what I'm gonna do after game 2, at like 2 p.m. CEST. At 2 p.m. I'm probably gonna come online, watching back all the VODs, you know, skipping through the draft, all that. I should be able to catch up for like game 3-4 about that. I should be able to catch up pretty fast. And I think it's gonna be a 5-game series, so even if we catch up to like game 3 or 4, game 5 should still be live, 100%. So that would be the most hyped match as well, because then it would be like, that's the most hyped game, because that would be just 1 game, whoever wins that one, going to Worlds. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, I think. Tomorrow probably later on, but I'm gonna make the YouTube schedule, so you're gonna be seeing when I'm gonna be coming online. I'm gonna keep thinking about that, but most likely that's gonna be the case. But yeah, just check out the YouTube schedule whenever I make the YouTube stream. Check out the schedule for that, because likely, I think it's like 2 p.m. CST, but I will see. I will see more tomorrow. I will think of something. But nonetheless, I'm gonna be streaming, just not sure when. Nonetheless, thank you very much for watching today. It was CFO Stream 1 without Chavi being on the stage, which 100% was visible. I still think CFO is looking by far the strongest team. Like, game 1 was a disaster, as you can see on the screen now. It was a disaster, like player errors all over the place. The draft could have been better, but like it was mostly player errors. After that though, they kind of woke up. Game 2 was a stomp. Game 3 was weird, but like they played against the Poke comp, so there was not much they could do. And game 4 once again was kind of just a stomp. Hopefully, Chavi is gonna get better, and I wish him the best. Hopefully, he's gonna be at full strength when it comes to the grand finals. He doesn't have a week to really get better. So yeah. Hopefully, everything is gonna be nice. Hopefully, tomorrow we have 5 games. And see you tomorrow, sometime. But YouTube stream is gonna be... I'm gonna set the schedule so you know when it is. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.